It's been a year since my last video, and now we're finally reviewing every single Transformers Studio Series figure since the Toyline's release. And I'm doing it here with my good friend Drakeny45, or Fatelift as he goes also on YouTube. Say hello.
Hello, YouTubers one and all. My name is Fatelin1987. I am back with the Fire Brothers after the Smash and Pass incident.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know that he accidentally announced his love for the Driller. Like, I never met a stand for the Driller until I met this guy. And now that I met him, I wish I could unmeet him. But he paid for this video, so I'm forced to make this video.
Yep.
So yeah, if we could like go to his latest video and spam Fatelift X the Driller again, that'll be much appreciated. That'll be hilarious.
Also, thank you all for helping me get to 500 plus subscribers. I really appreciate it.
But anyways, so these are the jokes. No, wait, we need to do the My Brother Couldn't Be Here Today joke. Fatelift, do it!
Squeaker's brother couldn't be...
Squeaker's brother! I'm here! No, okay, start that all over again. Start that again, cut.
Squeaker couldn't be here today because he's waiting impatiently for Lorenzo to get fired.
Unfortunately, that's not happening because our Supreme Overlord M. Nicely over at Paramount refuses to fire him. This is all on you, M. Nicely! Anyways, these are the jokes. I hope you guys are enjoying them. So anyways, we're gonna be reviewing every single Studio Series figure from best to worst. My tastes have changed a bit since the last time I did this video. I think Fatelift's as well. And we have quite a few new fresh faces here. So we have enough content for a new video. This is probably gonna be even longer. So yeah, I'm gonna suffer in the editing room.
Officially the longest non-stream video to date.
But anyways, let's start. Studio Series 01 Bumblebee. I hate this thing. E tier.
I hate this thing and I hate its subsequent repaints.
Nothing has changed. It was probably the worst Studio Series figure. It was so bad they had to like reissue it a couple of times to fix the QC issues. It's bad. I don't like it. And I never liked 07 Bumblebee that much to begin with.
They didn't even fix any of the QC issues on later re-releases, so...
Wait, really?
No, they did not. I actually had the 27 Clunker Bumblebee, which is the same exact thing, just with different paint. And QC was just so... I actually threw it against the wall at one point.
I think we need another tier and just call it garbage tier, but I think E is enough.
Studio Series number 2 Stinger. I'm gonna rank this C tier. I kind of wish I would get to revisit this more, because most of these I have to basically repurchase since I sold half of these already. But I was a little bit harsh on this one the first time around, but after looking at other things, it's like, it's the first year. I mean, I can cut it some slack. So yeah, I put Stinger in C tier. He's fine, but he could have been better.
I had the KSI Sentry. It was a solid enough figure, but I don't know, I just like the way Stinger looks, especially with the shurikens on the back. I definitely do like it over KSI Sentry, so I'll just put it in C tier, I guess. Studio Series 03 Crowbar. I think I'm gonna put it in high C tier. Like, I like it, but like the mobility, especially with the legs, is a bit awkward. But other than that, I kinda do like it, especially what they did with the dreads. I think that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, but this is also coming off from being a retool of the Berserker mold, which I have had my spare issues, believe me. But it's a kind of fine figure.
The only problem is that transform him is a pain. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
I don't transform him, period.
Alright, Studio Series number 4. 2007 Ratchet. I'm gonna probably put this one in C tier. Why are all the first wave kind of mid to horrible? What the heck?
That was the official branding for the first wave, the mid wave. I'll be honest, I have the 07 15th anniversary pack Ratchet that was much better painted, but oh my god, I don't like how the backpack stretches all the way to his legs. That's the biggest thing that holds this thing back.
It really does. Also, this was back when the QC was kind of iffy, so the hips were loose, would fall on its splits and whatnot, and yeah, not really great.
Let's do Series 05 Optimus Prime. Okay, look, I'll be honest, I'm sorry about this, but D tier. I never really liked this figure from the get-go. I always thought it looked ugly, and I don't like those short smokestacks. I'm sorry. I know people have a sauce over this figure, but I never liked it.
As the first Optimus Prime of the Studio Series, it's kind of made for one thing, and it's to be killed by a Megatron, which will be releasing in just a couple entries.
I disagree. The only thing it's made for is to go in my trash can.
I mean, at least it doesn't break apart in a million pieces like Bumblebee does.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe I'm being a bit too cruel to it. You know what? Low C tier. There we go.
Alright, Studio Series number 6, 2007 Starscream. I'm gonna put this in A tier. It's a fun and very cool upscale of the Dark of the Moon Deluxe. But for what it is, it's like it's actually a really good Starscream, considering that they don't get better from here, to be honest.
I have the Dark of the Moon Starscream. It's a fine enough mold. I never had this figure, so I just take your word for it and put it in A tier. The Studio Series 07 Grimlock, S tier. I have this figure. I love it. Yes, I kind of wish he didn't have some of the gaps in his dinosaur mode, but like in robot mode, I think he's solid enough. And I do wish he had like the weird hammer he got in Age of Extinction. I think this is almost near a Commander class figure in terms of size. I love it. No complaints with it.
No complaints either. Well, I mean, I kind of wish it had a better tail. And also, sadly, this is our only Age of Extinction Dinobot we're gonna get, because they just want to do G1 from here on for Dinobots. And yeah, not fair at all.
Look, Fatelift, what makes a good Studio Series toy is not the size of their tail, but it's all about the appearance. And Grimlock, I think, has to this day the best texturing out of any Studio Series figure. I don't think anyone has come close to like being on his level.
I wasn't talking about just like tail, I was talking like no one at like this is the only Age Extinction Dinobot we're gonna get for Studio Series. Because from here on for Dinobots, it's just G1.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I don't mind G1, but still.
Alright, the next one is Blackout. I'm gonna put this in S tier with Grimlock as well. I don't think it's SS like it used to be. The hands being just kind of non-articulate, and transformation is a bit tricky, but it's a really good Blackout.
I really don't mind the transformation. If anything, I just like playing with it, especially in helicopter mode because it's so huge. I do feel like the figure can be a bit stiff at times, especially around the arms. But other than that, I like him a lot, in all honesty. I don't have that many complaints. He comes with Scorponok. Like, what more can you get? It's literally the definition of screen accuracy.
I think screen accuracy will be more for the Masterpiece.
He's so good that Masterpiece had to copy him to make their toy.
Well, they kind of had to copy him, but they also kind of made it better.
You know, I think that elevates Blackout. I think he's like high S tier for me, just for that, because he was so good they had to replicate perfection. Studio Series 09 Thundercracker. Now, I feel like this is a weird one, because like, you could say technically it's our first Studio Series concept ever, because it's a character that was never in the movie. And he just confused everyone, being a toy exclusive of Toys R Us and just, you know, being a recolor of Nitro Suits with a totally different head. Which, by the way, I think it also inspired Rise of Unicron. I think that's what the Thundercracker is also based on, at least the head. I have Nitro Suits. I love that mold. So I think by default, this is going to have a B tier for me. How about you?
Yeah, same. I actually used to have this one. I sold it to Maury. He's real fun. Like, he's not as great as Starscream, but he's fun as it is.
Yeah, I agree. And the transformation is fun. It's not too complicated and not too difficult like the Dreads.
Studio Series number 10, Jazz. I'm gonna put this in, and I think it's A tier because I think he's just a tad bit too big, to be honest. Like, he's not...
I love how you're the opposite of the girls on TikTok. Instead of the guy not being tall enough, you're like, nah, the guy isn't short enough.
Well, I mean, he was a midget in the movie.
Fatelift, you take that back. That is offensive.
Okay, I'll take it back.
How dare you disrespect my man Jazz? Do you all not like Jazz? Studio Series 11, Deluxe Class Lockdown. I have this figure, and it's hands down our best Lockdown. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that.
To be honest, I honestly think that the Revenge of the Fallen Lockdown, even though that is concept and not actually part of it, is actually a lot better than this Lockdown.
Why would you say Fatelift?
He's a shelf former. He's a shelf former.
Okay, so he's still super screen accurate. How are toy designers supposed to represent this in toy form and not making a shelf former?
Well, I mean, there's like the instances with Hot Rods we'll get to later on.
No. You don't get to say the H word here. We're classifying Lockdown as he stands on his own.
Okay, well, also he's missing a crucial weapon that was important to his character in the movie. Where the heck is his gun face?
Oh yeah, that one weapon he used like 2 times in the film and never again.
Well, I mean, there's many weapons he used 2 times and never again, so...
Okay, look, he used the hook against Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. He used the hook against Optimus Prime in the final battle. Okay, so the hook and the play received equal importance. I guess it evens out.
Studio Series number 12, Brawl. I'm gonna put this in A tier. What really brings it down is the...
The thing between his legs that we don't want to mention.
Yes. Yes, that. This is why I got the leader class version instead.
I'm thinking of getting Masterpiece instead, because, like, I don't know, like, I like Brawl, but, like, his 2 series toy just looks very unappealing to me. I don't have it. I think it's, at best, low B tier.
Brawl, I think, would fit well in your collection.
Nah, Brawl can go in B tier, away from my collection. Anyways, Studio Series 13, Voyager Class Megatron. I don't have this figure, but everyone tells me it's great.
It's great except for the paint, which is why I'm putting in A tier.
What? Is he too white for you? Faintly, you're supposed to respond, man.
No, it's not that he's too white. It's just he looks a little too bland. Add some more, different tones of gray to him. Like, he just looks meh.
Well, to be fair, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron isn't exactly the most colorful Decepticon out there.
I don't know how come the Battle Damage version did the paint better than this.
Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Studio Series number 14, Ironhide, S tier.
I have the 15th anniversary version. I love it.
The only thing is that, why is his truck component too big? I mean, I get he's fine in robot mode, but then again, in robot mode, he's almost as tall as Optimus, so...
I find it funny how in truck mode, he literally stands out amongst the other Autobots, like he's just so huge.
Yeah, it's like, that's what Optimus should be. No, Optimus is actually smaller, and that's the...
In fact, I like this so much, I actually got the upgrade kit for it and gave me his Dark of the Moon weapons.
Alright.
Studio Series 15... Is this Clanker Bumblebee?
This is the Rebecca's Garage Bumblebee, the one with the upgrades and the inaccurate Charlie.
Oh, he comes to like this
A-tier.
weird. Wait, A tier?
E tier.
Oh, I thought you meant A tier. I'm like, wait, what? My man's not only simping for the driller, but he's also simping for Rebecca.
You mean Charlie?
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Why do we even need to upgrade parts? And they even made Charlie inaccurate. Like, I hate this thing. And on top of that, they did not fix anything from the first mold.
Yeah, E tier. Hey, I wonder if E tier is gonna be filled with bumblebees.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Studio Series number 16, Dark of the Moon Ratchet.
I don't have this figure.
I'm gonna put it in B tier just because of the paint and the gun, but I don't think they actually fixed the QC on this one.
I low-key wish the 15th anniversary came with the gun. I like the chainsaw, but I would have preferred the gun. At least me personally.
The cheapest way you could probably get Ratchet's gun is with the Nest version.
I guess I could always just 3D print one myself.
True.
Studio Series 17, Shadow Rider. Unpopular opinion, I actually kinda like it. I know it's a very inaccurate character, but I love like random nobodies getting Studio Series figures. Especially when it's just like father soldiers that you can just army build. And he comes with lockdowns weapons, so you can just, literally take those from him and just get into actual lockdown. So I feel like this is a figure with a lot of like applications. But even then, orange is just such a weird color for me. I would have not gone with it. I'm gonna put it in high B tier.
Alright, Studio Series number 18, Volkswagen Bumblebee. I'm gonna put it in D tier, just due to the transformation. Like, it's a fine Volkswagen, but the transformation really brings it down. And on top of that, it uses the flimsy right arm from the Clunker Bumblebee. But other than that, it doesn't exactly fall apart as much as Clunker does.
I have this figure, I'll be honest, the arm keeps falling off, so I don't even give it the plasma cannon anymore. I have a personal soft spot for it, so I'm actually gonna put it in low C tier. I do think it's overhated, and I don't think it's that bad, but I understand why people don't like
I
it.
mean, I fiddled with the figure a couple times, and I'm just like, it's not my favorite. I'm hoping the Bumblebee that we're probably gonna be getting next year, I'm hoping it's either a brand new Camaro one for the end of the movie or a redo of this one.
Alright, what's next?
Number 19. Well, we could probably do both of these together.
I think we should do it together, because I think these come in a pack.
Well, they don't come as a pack together, but they are essentially the same idea. So, yeah. Number 19 and number 20. The gold versions of both versions of Bumblebee that we've ranked so far.
Okay, Clanker goes on the, I'll put, like, gold Bumblebee on D tier, just because I feel like just making a figure gold or silver, like an Age of Extinction, and calling it a day, to me, just seems kind of lazy. I never liked that gimmick. So for me, personally, that, like, kind of devalues Volkswagen Bumblebee a bit. And I don't like the little cassettes that much.
I'm gonna put the gold Volkswagen in F, just one below my regular Volkswagen, and then the other clunker goes in E. Man, all three clunkers are in E so far.
Yeah, it's the Bumblebee Club, the exclusive Bumblebee Club. That's what the E stands for. Common E. Okay, so this is Studio Series 21 Voyager Starscream. I guess it's just A tier. Like, okay, I'm gonna put it in low A tier. I don't like the cream color for him, and I've never been a fan of the tattoos. So for me, it's just like low A tier.
I'm gonna put it in B tier just because of those reasons. It's not as great as the original.
I see you're a fellow Starscream tattoo hater like me.
I like the tattoos when they're done right, and this is not done right at all. Number 22 is Helicopter Dropkick. I've actually fiddled with this version of, well, not this specific mold, but I've dealt with Helicopter Drift. It's pretty much the same thing, just kind of retooled differently. And I actually kind of like this, and I wouldn't mind owning this. So I'm going to put it in B tier, because I really do think it's a unique dropkick.
Oh, thank God, somebody else is not ashamed to say that this dropkick's actually good. I can finally put me in B tier and not be ashamed of myself. I love the helicopter mode, and I always interpret this as dropkick if he only scanned the helicopter, not, you know, the car and then the helicopter. That's like my headcanon for it, and I'm completely fine with it.
Yep.
Studio Series 23 Deluxe Class KSI Sentry. I had this figure, I sold it, I didn't like it that much. It's a Stinger but blue and without the shurikens, which kind of take a bit away from the figure. So to me, it's just a worse Stinger, so I'm gonna put him right next to Stinger.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him next to Stinger as well, in C tier. Number 24 and 25 is VW Bumblebee and Last Night Bumblebee.
Okay, so VW Bumblebee, just put him right next to like regular Bumblebee. And where does TOK Bumblebee goes? Because I never had this mold.
I've never either, but he unfortunately has the same arm issue as all the other Bumblebees we've reviewed so far. But he also does not come with the hammer. That's the next Bumblebee.
That's a crime, D tier.
Yep, just D tier.
Studio Series 26, World War II Bumblebee. Trash. I hate this Bumblebee. He looks ugly. I never saw a World War II Transformers figure that I thought looked good. That's not, you know, third party. He looks ugly. He deserves nothing. He should kill himself now. So,
I'm gonna spare him E tier only because he has the exclusive Warhammer. That's it.
Oh.
That's the only reason why he escapes E tiers, because he has the Warhammer and no one else does.
yeah, that ugly color hammer.
Wait, it really? Is it really that ugly? Hold on. let me-
Yeah, it's green and ugly, and it's the worst shade of green possible. It's not even Ben 10 green.
Okay, never mind. E tier then.
Oh, thank God. Moving on.
Clunker Bump die.
E tier, just E tier, just throw it in the trash.
All the Bumblebees are just dead.
They should all burn in hell where they belong. Studio Series 28, also been Barricade. I never had this figure.
I've had it, and the transformation really rung it down for me, so I'm gonna put it in C tier for that.
I guess I'll put it over Stinger in case I Sentry, because he at least looks nice from what I've seen.
Yeah. Number 29, it is Dark of the Moon Sideswipe.
Low A tier for me. I love it. I like this figure. I have literally no complaints with it.
I think my one complaint is the kind of like the cream kind of paint that is given. But other than that, it's a real good figure. I was originally thinking S tier, like along with his later version, but I think the cream kind of brings it down just a bit.
I don't mind the cream. I do wish his face was better painted, but other than that, I think this is a really solid figure.
Finally, we have someone else to join the Bumblebees in hell.
We found you a friend, Bumblebee. I hope you like him.
Die.
Yeah, we literally don't even have to explain. Studio Series 31 Leader Class Damage Megatron. This was the beginning of a trend that we were gonna start seeing with dead/damage characters.
Actually, I'm gonna put this one in S tier above the original because of the paint. Like that's the only reason why it's above.
I personally don't like damage figures, like damage, you know, characters like that, because I don't think it looks that cool. I get it, it's good for like stop motions and stuff, but for me personally, I never found that appealing. So I'm just gonna put it like over like the Studio Series Megatron, and that's it.
Studio Series number 32, Optimus Prime from 2007.
It goes S tier for sex tier. I just made that up on the spot.
Yeah, actually, yes. Just he's a real good figure. This one comes with the, I think, one pistol or two pistols?
I think it
forgot
comes with
which
two
one.
pistols. I'm pretty sure it comes with two pistols.
Yeah.
No, actually, it
But-
comes with one because he never had two in '07.
Yeah, that's right.
The 15th anniversary comes with the blades, which I think it's cooler. But I think this one's still solid enough with just the one, blaster. I think it's fine though. I like it.
Yeah.
Lowest tier for me. Oh, and can you combine this
Alright.
with Jetfire? I think you can combine this one with Jetfire too.
Yes.
Oh,
That
okay,
is the
so
reason why
definite S tier.
that's the reason why they reissued this one inside of the upcoming 15th anniversary Revenge of the Fallen pack. It's the same as that. It's the same as that paint, except they took away the gun and added the blades.
Okay, that makes Revenge of the Fallen even more relevant. Actually, Bumblebee, I found a new friend for you in D tier. I hope you like it.
Actually, yeah, I'm moving Optimus and the first Optimus in D tier now. That
Bro was so trash, even Studio Series didn't bring it back. No Allspark's fixing that damage.
I don't think the Allspark can fix the fact that you can rip off Bone Crusher's head for SS number 33.
Oh, yeah, where should we rank that, actually? I don't have this mold. I heard it's good, though.
Yeah.
Like, where are you putting this?
I'm gonna put it in A tier. It could be better, especially with the arm articulation, but the leg articulation really makes up for it, and also the claw arm as well.
Gonna put it in high B tier. I just because I don't have it, but it looks like a really good figure. And I do like the head chopping gimmick.
Alright, SS34 is Dark of the Moon Megatron, and I actually remember I gave you the hood.
Yeah, I took the hood so I could give it to my Rodimus, my Kingdom Rodimus, so I could turn me to the last spot standing Rodimus, and I love it. I do have the Transformers the Ride variant though, and that one is pretty much the same, just like gray out. But this one comes with Igor and the hood, and I love it. I'm gonna put it in S tier, just above Ironhide. It seems like a really good figure, and I just love how much you can pose him and just like fiddle around his like limbs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a S as well. I even got a custom painted version from Mori.
Studio Series 35, Leader Class, Jetfire. I don't have this figure, but I feel like the mere fact you can make Jetpower Optimus Prime with it, it's already S tier worthy. Doesn't his face be coming to like the gun of like Jetpower Optimus?
Like the big, really big and accurate gun? Yes.
Yeah, that looks very awkward, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's over the top. Like, I guess they had to do something with it instead of just leave it aside, but then again, for me, I just leave it aside. He doesn't really need it. Alright, SS36, TLK Drift.
With the mini Dinobots. Yeah, don't forget about them. They were very important to the movie. They're also very important to this toy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put this in B tier. At least the paint is so much better than the original TLK Deluxe.
Yeah, I never had this mold. It looks good. The paint looks nice. And I guess the baby Dinobots are whatever, in all honesty. I don't think people like lose sleep over not having them in Studio Series. Studio Series 37, Rampage. I have this figure, and I'll be honest, the only reason I kind of like it is because you can like literally make him look like the crucifix, and I think that is hilarious. Yeah, I think it's like a low C tier. There's not much you can do with him. He's kind of just standing there, menacingly.
Yeah, I do like the tread whips, but I think the original, the deluxe did the tread whips better, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, totally.
SS38, your favorite Optimus.
Sex tier. All the way at the Bob. I'm sorry, Blackout and Grimlock, but I just love this figure so much. I have literally almost no complaints with it. I just wish it was a bit taller, but like, I don't mind.
I think the arms kind of could have done a little bit better work for like just make it a bit more accurate. But no, like you said, no figure's perfect. So now we got SS39 with Cogman. I'm gonna put this in B tier. I mean, I've never had the figure, but I'd say that the weapon that it comes with and the paint kind of really makes him pop, but he's not all the way up there.
And while he didn't appear in the movie, he is appearing in Rise of Unicron, so I feel like that makes me want to get this figure a tiny bit more. So I'm gonna put him just above Shadow Rider and behind Drift.
Alright, number...
Wait, no, that's
40.
mine. That's mine.
Okay.
Back off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Studio Series 40, Deluxe Class Shatter. I actually really like this figure. I get the complaints, and Transformer hair can be a bit of a pain. But she's my guilty pleasure. I'm gonna put her in B tier. I actually really like this, and her vehicle mode is just top tier.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt since I've been wanting to try this figure, but once again the QC's kind of driving away. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and I'll put it in B tier.
And before you say the head's inaccurate, no, the head is totally accurate. Look, it appears for this split second. It is there, okay?
No, I know. That's not the reason why I don't want to get. That's
No,
not the reason
Facelift,
why-
I am not talking to you. I'm talking to that one guy in the comments who's that post that comment. I know him.
SS41 scrap metal.
The little one.
Yes, the little one. I'm gonna put him in C tier because, like, he's fine, I guess. Like, there's really not much special about him. He's the smallest Constructicon. How else special could you get from that?
I don't know, I think he looks kinda neat. I always wanted to get him. I'm gonna put him in low B tier.
Alright.
Studio Series 42, Leader Class Long Haul.
Voyager class.
Well, whatever. I mean, Voyager Class Long Haul, sucks tier.
Yes.
This figure's perfect, and it's the one Studio Series figure I wanna get the most.
I'm gonna put him above Grimlock.
Oh, really? Wow.
I think Long Haul is just he's actually one of the first badass designs like of the movies like from going from that point. Like sure the 2007 designs are fine and also there's Brawl, but Long Haul was really like the first one to like stand out on his own.
Yeah, he's like the Ironhide of their group.
Well, actually, that is not an inaccurate statement considering the fact he actually appeared in a video game. Alright, SS43 KSI Boss. This is gonna go below the Thundercracker. I mean, yes, it's a better version of the mold, but kind of wish this was actually Nitro Zeus instead of KSI Boss.
Bro
to be
thinks he's
honest.
Nitro Zeus.
Yeah, so just low B tier. For
Low
me.
B tier for me too. Like he's trying to copy greatness, but he will never be him. Studio Series 44 Dark of the Moon Leader Class Optimus Prime. I don't have this, but my editor actually has this. He actually really likes it. Look, I'll be honest, I never liked the way that he equips his guns. It's literally him holding them like regular guns. I don't like that about him. That's a huge nitpick to me that like really brings this figure down a bit.
Yeah, I actually ended up getting an upgrade kit for this guy. That's kind of how bad the weapons got. So I'm just gonna put him in high A tier, but he's not S tier.
Yeah, like I get why people like him, but I wouldn't personally put him in S tier.
Yeah, I'll just put him below Starscream.
Cool.
SS46 Helicopter Drift. I actually used to own this figure. It kind of just a bit higher than Dropkick, kind of like a refined helicopter, but also, what the heck, Ultimo, is this? Like, is this an actual vehicle in real life, or is just some made-up Cybertronian bullcrap? Like, what is this?
Well, we never saw Drip's helicopter much in the movie, so it could literally be anything the designers wanted it to be.
I'm gonna put him just slightly above Dropkick, but he's not in B tier, but he's not like the best.
I'll put him in B tier as well. Studio Series 47 Deluxe Class Dropkick. Okay,
46.
this is gonna be super biased, but I'm gonna put him in low S tier. I legit think this is a very underrated figure. His transformation is super fun, the vehicle mode looks sex, and he has the weapon that makes humans pop, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put him in like very high A tier, like above Starscream. Like he's at the top right now. I think he's a real good deluxe.
You can do the dinosaur now.
I've actually been join the gold Bumblebee in Extinction F tier. I kind of like where this is going, but the very lack of articulation is what really kills this thing. And besides, it's only meant to be the second half of the left arm of Devastator, so it's just there, just like Scrap Metal. Because Scrap Metal had more articulation than this.
I'll be honest, this is the one Studio Series figure I regret not getting. Because I saw him for $20 at my store for like 5 months, never picked him up, and when Devastator came out, I wanted to get Devastator, and then he was gone. And now I can only get him on eBay for like exaggerated prices, so I regret not getting him. So I have a love-hate relationship with this guy. Still, he can join Bumblebee in D tier.
I put him in F tier next to Gold Bumblebee.
The only thing that
Have
gives him
some-
value is that he's a Devastator part. That's it.
Yeah. SS48 The Ride Megatron, which is really inaccurate to the actual Ride Megatron, but it's still Megatron, so... It's also the Darker Moon mold. I'm gonna put it in...
I think it's low S tier for me.
low... Yeah, low S tier. Like, it's not as great as the original.
On my tier list, I don't hide this between Dark of the Moon Megatron and the Riot Megatron, and they're both looking at him, and then I don't hide in the middle like, I'm in danger.
SS49 2007 Camaro Bumblebee.
I actually have this. I got him on a Wimp. He's decent. He's okay. Not my favorite figure, but I think he's decent enough. Like, I could see anyone having fun with him.
I'm gonna put him in low B tier. Like, he's a good attempt at a better Bumblebee than the other crap ones.
I'm gonna put him in high C tier. I like him and he even comes with a Sand figure. But, again, it's just not my favorite. So next up is Studio Series 50 World War II Hard Rod, right?
Yeah, not Rod. He can go die with the other World War II figure.
Well, he can join his brother in arms in hell. I don't like the World War II figures at all. He does look better than the older World War II figure Bumblebee.
Just because he looks better than Bumblebee, I'm actually gonna put him F tier. So yeah, you're separated, but just barely.
I'm gonna put him in high E tier for me.
SS51 Soundwave. He does not come with the guns, but this is the closest we're gonna get to an actual Dark of the Moon Soundwave that actually releases. Yeah, looking at you, Takara, keeping all your exclusives to yourself.
Oh yeah, and this one also is the one with the whitewashed laser beak, right? You know, I'm gonna give him a D tier for
Yeah.
racism.
Yes, just
Alright, so Studio Series 52, RC, Elita 1, and Chromia. Okay, I have them. I actually like them, and I like that they're our first actually accurate RC sisters. And I kinda do like that they're also in the 15th anniversary pack, because a lot of people want them. This is gonna be controversial, but I'll actually give them high B tier. I love them just for like being screen accurate and still, you know, being size accurate to
have
everyone
you tried
else.
combining them?
I did, but I don't like it. In all honesty, I'd rather keep them separately.
Yeah, true. SS53 Mixmaster. I'm gonna put him in middle A tier. Like he's not a bad Voyager class. He doesn't come with the gun that turns him into that turret, but you can at least kind of fan mode the transformation at least. But he also has the shields, and he's much better than the original Mixmaster.
I honestly love him a lot. He's one of my favorite Constructicons, at least that I have. I like him. I just love the shields that he has. I like how screen accurate he is. And I don't have any complaints with him, in all honesty. Like, yeah, not having the gun mode sucks, but it's whatever. I can live with that, without that. So to me, I'm gonna put him in high A tier.
Alright, so the next one is SS54 2007 Megatron.
I never liked this thing. Since the beginning, I always say he looks weird. I don't like him.
And the reason why he looks weird is because he reuses the Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen's body.
Yeah, and that's what weirds me out. It's like a weird, you know, uncanny valley effect whenever I see him.
I'm gonna throw him in high B tier, but he's not going in A tier. Like, he doesn't include the Joined Him in Extinction gun.
Anyways, now we have Studio Series 55, Leader Class Demolisher. I'm gonna put him in low A tier. I have him, I love him a lot. Only reason why I'm not putting him any higher is because you kinda have him and then that's it. You either make Devastator or you just Beyblade him around, which is, there's not much you can do with those limbs of his. He's kind of static.
Yeah, and then also his top wheel does not spin, and then he doesn't have the ability to, like, you know, do like the flipping wheel thing that he does in a movie.
Yeah, it was one of the first things I tried to do when I first got him.
SS56 Dark of the Moon Shockwave S tier.
Yeah, same.
This thing is just great. Like, again, there was like, I love this thing. It comes with wheelie brains and a random trooper. Why couldn't it be Lennox?
Oh my god, that was such a
Still.
wasted opportunity. I thought you mentioned it. That's such a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, like I've been thinking about it for a while. It's like, why is it not Lennox? Like, you had the one job.
And also, I know his color is inaccurate, but there's one of those cases where I just don't mind the inaccurate colors. And he gave us its canonical, like, vehicle mode, which is something that people have been wondering for years. So I'm actually kinda happy this figure exists.
Yup. Oh, finally, we have a good Bumblebee.
The Studio Series 57, the Lux Class Bumblebee, Jeep Bumblebee.
The off-road.
Off-road Bumblebee. To me, it's actually high A tier. I love this figure. I think that this is my favorite Bumblebee to this day.
I'm gonna put him right next to Dropkick. Like, he's that good.
My only complaint is that his steering wheel can easily become loose if you're not careful. And like, I'm always worried that I'm gonna lose that piece forever. Other than that, I love him.
SS58 Roadbuster. I've actually finally had the chance to handle this figure, and he's my least favorite of the wreckers.
Would you say he's bad?
He's a shell former. Like, the transformation is difficult. I mean, yes, he's accurate, but he's kind of compromised. The other two are much better than him. I'm gonna put him in at least C tier. I'm not gonna put him lower, but I'm also not gonna put him higher.
I guess I'll put him in mid-C tier. I don't have this guy, so I'll take your word for it, I guess. Okay, next up we got Studio Series 59, Deluxe Class Jet Mode Shatter. Sex tier. I love this Shatter. I have literally no complaints with her. I have her full front on my display collection of Decepticons because I love her that much.
S tier for me. I mean, I kind of wish she has a waist joint, but transformation. But it doesn't matter. Like, she's really good.
Yeah, and also for those of you guys who are asking, don't worry, the Who's Taker RC vs Shadow Radio is coming, I promise, someday. I can't say when.
Actually, you already answered that question in the Smash or Pass live stream, so...
Yeah, I know, but people want a video format, okay? Not everyone watches
Alright,
live streams.
SS60 Scrapper. I'm gonna put this in high A tier. I love the design for Scrapper. I love the uniqueness to him, the wrecking ball and the claw.
The thing about him is that he does feel a bit static, especially around the arms, though. Like, that's my only problem with him.
Yeah, but he's a great figure, though.
Oh yeah, I completely agree, though. Like, he's the Constructicon that everyone knows about besides Longhole, and like everyone just seemingly likes. I don't think there's a single Scrapper hater out there.
I don't think there's any G1 Scrapper haters.
Next up we got Studio Series 61 Leader Class Sentinel Prime. I don't have this figure, but I seen plenty of complaints with it.
Big complaint is the very lack of weapons. Like, that is the biggest complaint that I have with it. The lack of all the best weapons. Like, he just includes a flimsy sword. There's no rust cannon. There's no, dare I say, pillars, because they've been recently, they had like 2 MacGuffins in earlier last year. Then didn't include a shield, and not even an actual accurate sword. The very lack of weapons is what kills this thing for me.
I mean, he looks nice and I love the vehicle mode, but I don't think that's enough for it. I think he should be a low A tier, in all honesty. He feels very incomplete.
And you know who feels even more incomplete is our next entry, SS62 Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave.
Well, he can join his brother in D tier. I really don't like this figure. Like, I know it has its fans out there, the stand is nice, but literally, when the Revenge of the Fallen inaccurate Soundwave looks better, you know you did something wrong. I'm selling this figure on eBay, so if you wanna buy it, link's gonna be in the description down below.
Next up, we have Top Spin. This is actually my favorite of the 3 wreckers. Studio Series number 63. High B tier for me. I love the design of it. I love the articulation. And it's not as limited as Roadbusters. Like, it's good. I do have to say, I'm not putting it in A tier because the claws are kind of... There's a lot of rubber on him. And that's kind of what brings him down from A tier.
I don't have this figure, but I'm gonna put him in B tier right next to Shadow because they're glass bodies, so yeah. This is the exclusive Shades Club. Studio Series 64 Cliff Jumper. I never had this figure, I kinda wanted to get it, but I hear he has tons of QC issues.
When I had him, he didn't have much QC issues. I think that's just kind of mileage may vary. But I guess the main thing people were worried about is the clear plastic in the vehicle mode, but didn't really bother me that much. Still, I'm gonna put him in B tier. He could be better.
I'm gonna put him in mid C tier behind Barricade by the Bob Stinger. Nothing about him really wows me, in all honesty, and the QC issues just, I don't know, turn me off from getting the figure.
I just put him right next to Car Mode Shatter.
Studio Series 65 Blitzwing. I almost call him Starscream. I think this is S tier.
S tier, just straight up S tier. I love this thing. I love the fact that you can use the let's make it official. Check out his voice.
Yeah, I'm surprised they included it, in all honesty.
The backpack kind of is iffy, but once you work around it, it's really good.
I have the remote for the Seekers, and it seems very solid, so I just assume Blitzwing's much of the same.
It's not even a remold. Sure, there are shared parts, but it's not like it's a completely new figure compared to the other Seekers.
Oh, you learn something more every day.
Series number 66, Overload.
This guy looks so weird, and I low-key want him.
I'm putting him in S tier. I love this thing when I used to have him. Like, he was one of my favorite Constructicons to fiddle around.
You used to have him? What happened to him? Fadelif, what'd you do to him?
I sold all my Constructicons to Mori.
Then how could you put him in S tier and then sold him away? Exactly. Your silence speaks volumes.
Anyways, will you rank him?
I don't have him, that's why. He just looks cool and I want him. If anyone out there has a free Overlord, please send them to me. I'm gonna put him in low S tier though, like I just really want, he looks cool.
Yeah, I put him in low S tier as well.
Studio Series 67, the dabbing Leadfoot.
Actually, no, that's 67's that's a Rampage. I mean, Skipjack.
Oh god, I had Skipjack somewhere else. Okay, Studio Series 67, Skipjack. He can go along with Rampage into Crucified Hell.
I put him in C tier.
That's what the C in C tier stands for. Crucified. Anyways, next up we have Studio Series 68, dabbing Leadfoot. I don't have this figure, so I'm gonna have to rely on you.
Low B tier, below top spin, but above Roadbuster. I like the transformation, but the weapons, I mean, they're kind of, I guess, a bit too small, and on top of that, they keep falling off. But he's a fine figure.
What about the doggo?
Yeah, he also includes the doggo, so that's a bonus.
I'll be honest, I've never been that big fan of the Rikers. To me, they were always kind of just forgettable, or they were kind of just there. But,
yeah.
If I get this figure, it would just be for Steelja.
Make sure you get the upgrade kit so you can give him a chain to walk.
Yeah. Anyways, so next up we go below the enemy scrotum as we rank Studio Series 69 Devastator.
Nice.
I think this is S tier. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. But it's expensive. It's an expensive S tier.
Yeah, it is expensive. This used to be my my most expensive figure before. Once again, this is actually what I sold all this to Mori. I actually had the full SS69 box set. Got it for my birthday last year. It was really fun, and well, circumstances happened.
I would really like to get more Constructicons just so we could get Devastator, but they're super expensive on eBay. So I'm kind of hoping that at some point Studio Series releases some of the early Constructicons, because those are the ones I
Well,
miss.
did you hear what's going to happen next year?
No, tell me.
Takara is actually re-releasing all 8 Constructicons in a box set.
Ooh, well, but then I have to sell off my current Constructicons then.
No, you can keep those as cannon fodder.
No, I don't like having copies. I might sell them on eBay too.
Oh, come on. Oh, army building.
Nah, I mean only for Steve drones and off the like. I don't Constructicons not so much. Anyways, we have Studio Series 70 B127 Deluxe class. I kind of want to put him in D or E tier just cause so he can join his brothers in hell. But I don't know much about this figure.
He's pretty much the same exact thing as Cliff Jumper, except with a mask and yellow and just. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Like he's at least better, and he actually kind of does have the QC issues solved from Cliff Jumper.
I'm gonna put him in high C tier above Cliff Jumper to piss off Cliff Jumper fans.
I have Cliff in B tier, so I'm just gonna put B above him.
Anyways, so next up we have Studio Series 71 Gamer Edition Mirage. Or Dino, whatever you wanna call him. I know people are gonna be picky about what name I call him. I love this
He's
figure.
a real fun figure. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in A tier.
I like how we bought anonymously, just like when high ranking A tier for him.
Yeah, I really do like this figure. Once again, I guess what could have helped him a little bit more is if he had ankle tilts.
And if they had gotten the license for a Ferrari.
Yeah, that too. Also, don't forget, we forgot the buzzworthy version of SS70, which was the unmasked B127.
Oh, well, I'll just put him right next to his mask brother.
I'll put him above because the paint pops out a bit better, and of course, I like the unmasked variant better. Then we have at Studio Series 72 Starscream Bumblebee version.
I'll be honest, this is not a Starscream issue, it's just something about his face. I just don't like that face. It looks very awkward to me. Everything else about him I like.
I think the face is what really brings it down. He's gonna go high C tier, but he ain't going farther than that.
Yeah, but it's also not the figure's fault. I think he's just replicating what we saw on screen, and he does it well. It's just that what we saw on screen wasn't that good.
True. And on top of that, I guess you could say he kind of reminds me a bit of like a kind of scrunched up version of TF1 Starscream. Like just scrunched up. Like it's not really, the features aren't really out there.
I think you need to get your eyes checked, cause I don't see it. But yeah, I think we both agree, just like low S tier, you know? It's good, but it's just not great.
Yeah, I said low C tier.
Oh wait, you C tier?
Alright, I'll put him in low B tier. How's that?
I was like, I mean, cause it's still like the Seeker mold, and that's why I think it's so great. It's just like the appearance that brings him down. Actually, you know
Oh,
what? Yeah,
yeah.
maybe I should put him in like low A tier. Like I feel like low A tier is kind of appropriate for him.
Yeah, and besides, all the Seekers after him are kind of better in their own ways. Which is something considering the fact that he should be the better one, but...
Look, when the G.I. Joe crossover comes and gives us like the best version of Starscream, then we won't have a need for this figure. Bet.
Hopefully, they even bring in Decepticons at all this time.
Yeah, God forbid we need more screen time for the Joes. Anyways, what's next?
Series number 73, Grindor.
You mean Blackout?
Blackout with better hands with Ravage. There.
Exactly, that's what I thought. Let's not be racist here. I want to say a big complaint about this figure. Why isn't he taller? If you see in the movie, Optimus Prime literally climbs this guy. Don't take that out of context. Like, dude, like, also missed opportunity to have his face ripped off.
Yeah.
Because they did that for Bone Crusher, so I'm like, why can't you have an extra, you know, removable face of him, like, I don't know, in half, you know, with his face in half?
Is that a secret thing to collect around the series? Because, like, collecting faces and heads?
That, I mean, technically you can remove like 90% of the heads of all the Studio Series figures, so I don't see why not. Actually, why hasn't anyone done that yet? Just have like a photo of Optimus Prime with all the heads of the Decepticons in a shelf. Someone on Twitter or Discord, please make that happen.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Now, which Optimus should it be? Should it be Bayverse or should it be your favorite?
I think Bayverse is the most appropriate one.
Okay, fair.
I think Blackout should go right next to the older Blackout in S tier. I mean, they're literally the same figure, but just a little better and better painted too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put them above the original Blackout.
Same. Also, I love how in my tier they're both literally facing one another.
Same. It's like they're brothers.
It's like, my brother, we're reunited. Like it's just Kaisen or something. Anyways, Studio Series 74, Revenge of the Fallen. Wait, no, is this Revenge of the Fallen? What's this?
Yes.
Wait, but
Yes, it is.
But we did Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee already.
No, that was 2007.
Oh my god, I'm getting confused.
It's the same mold except golden. That is basically like an orange tint to it.
You know what?
I'll
rank him lower just because he comes with Shia LaBeouf and I don't like Shia LaBeouf.
Alright, series number 75, Jolt.
Oh my god, dude, this figure is a story just because the amount of debates it brought. And not even that, also the fact that it's labeled as Dark of the Moon. It's hilarious to me.
I don't like this figure because
What?
it's not only a shell former, the articulation is really lacking. I don't like this figure. I'm gonna put it in D tier.
No!
Go to hell.
Why? No, Jolt's a perfectly great figure. Dude, this figure has significance. It gave us Jolt's actual look after a whole decade. It's probably the best Jolt figure we ever gotten. Dude, this figure is historic. It has so much relevance. And yeah, sure, look, the legs are a bit static, but the transformation is fun, okay? And he comes with whips. What other figure has whips? You know, some people like whips.
Don't take that out of context, people.
Fadelift, my man, come on. Can you at least do a C tier for Jolt?
Yeah, I'm doing a low C tier. That's
No.
the best
High C tier. I demand a high C tier from you. This is non-negotiable.
I'm putting him below Stinger though.
Fine. I'll put him low B tier then.
Alright, series number 76, Thrust.
I almost call him Asset Storm. I still call him Asset Storm in all honesty.
I mean, it's technically the same thing at this point. I get he's called after the Armada.
Yeah.
But it's essentially just Acid Storm, because was Acid Storm a Conehead or?
Yes, in Armada.
I
in Armada he was a Conehead.
No, I mean Acid Storm. I mean.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. But I like how they kind of emulate the Conehead without having it, be,
A Conehead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him above Starscream in B tier.
Like, I like him. My biggest problem with him is the way he holds his gun, but that goes for all the Seekers. I don't like how they hold it at an angle. It doesn't look like it's part of their arm. It's like how Rick Grimes holds his gun like at an angle. That's how I feel whenever I see a Seekers. I'm like, they're literally trying to be Rick Grimes for no reason.
Then we got Studio Series number 77, Nest Bumblebee.
It's just Bumblebee but black. Goes on A tier. Low A tier, actually.
Yeah, low A tier.
No offense to black, but like I feel gold looks so much better.
I think it'd be fine as like a bug bite variant, though.
Nah, even then, I still don't think it works. Studio Series 77, Revenge of the Fallen Size Swipe. Mid A tier, actually. It's just Size Swipe, better painted, but I think it works better.
Yeah, like just better paint.
How do you feel about him being unconvertible, though? Like, do you think that takes away from the figure? Like, I don't know, because I don't have that version.
I only like the figure slightly better than the original Sideswipe because of the paint. The backpack ain't really a bad thing for me. Here's number 79, High Octane Bumblebee. They reissued the same exact figure from 2014.
Look, the vehicle mode is great. I had this figure, I sold it because I had too many Bumblebees. The only thing is that he kind of looks a bit hollow, like he almost looks like a spine hanging in there. Even in the picture, you can see the background just in his chest. That's the only problem, like his spine looks awkward.
If you take a close look in the picture, it looks like he has a long-ass neck.
Yeah, it literally looks like Sub-Zero ripped that off and it's not showing it to the audience, pretty much like that. Whoever's editing this, like, Photoshop that.
I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's
I'm gonna put him in high C tier because he doesn't have any QC issues. He has a really solid vehicle mode. It's just like his robot mode proportion is like a bit awkward.
also
that's about it.
first Studio Series figures to actually have a gimmick, like an actual gimmick.
Oh yeah, because he can throw like the gun. He has like the gun shooter thingy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in C tier for that.
Okay, now Studio Series 80, which is Deluxe Class Brawn. Now, like we all know, Brawn fans don't exist, so no one's gonna, be upset if we put this in E tier. But since he can transform into a toilet, I think that's pretty meta. So I'm gonna put him in high B tier just for that. I think that's hilarious. It's a very appropriate transformation for a character like Brawn.
We're gonna get the people in the comments saying yes. I don't want to say it. What the hell?
He can transform into a toilet, and I think that's very appropriate for Brawn. So he goes on B tier, aka Brawn tier.
Fair, but I'm talking about like the you heard about the Michael Bay news?
No, we don't talk about that.
Okay, good.
Fade,
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't-
no, we don't talk about that. Cut this part. Cut this part. Studio Series 80, Deluxe Class Wheeljack. Now, ever since Rise of the Beast, I have a higher appreciation for this figure. Not only is it solid, but because of Pablo, I like this figure way more. I think it goes in high A tier now.
I'm actually gonna put it in low S tier.
Actually, yeah, I think low S tier too, just to piss off the Pablo stance. Studio Series 82, Bumblebee Movie Ratchet. I love it actually, and I love how he holds his gun. I think that's great.
I'm gonna put it in high. Actually, low A tier.
I'm gonna put him in high A tier. I like him, I have no issues with him, no QC issues or anything. He's a great figure. I love how the vehicle mode looks alien and actually looks alien. Actually, I like that about all the Bumblebee movie like characters. Their vehicle modes look alien, but still recognizable. Not like with Waffle Cybertron did, where like, having a police car literally looked like an Earth police car with minor changes.
SS 83 Bumblebee movie Soundwave. S
Sex
tier
tier.
even with the alt mode, which apparently the Bumblebee movie alt mode is Soundwave's alt mode in TF1.
Hey, I wonder who he learned that info from. But yeah, in Transformers 1, there's literally a clip of him just flying around his Studio Series vehicle mode. So I think that just elevates the vehicle mode and now makes it not the dumbest thing ever, and now it's kind of cool. So yeah, S tier. I have no complaints with him.
Yeah, no complaints now. Like that actually makes me like it. Though I wonder they're gonna use the same as that alt mode if we're ever gonna do a Studio Series.
So fun fact, before we got the reveal that he was gonna have that vehicle mode in Transformers 1, I always thought that the Bumblebee movie Soundwave just like literally dragged himself around on the ground like a car trying to move. Because I saw no wheels on that thing, I'm like, surely Soundwave won't fly, but then we see me Transformers 1 flying and I'm like, oh, so that's what it was supposed to be, and my mind was blown.
Yeah, and the fact that it actually moves like the way that I saw it in like the 2 teaser clips that we saw recently, it looks like he's like a blue version of the Green Goblin's glider.
Yeah, and what's funny is that people were calling it since the beginning because they call him that, literally.
Alright, Studio Series number 84, Bumblebee movie Ironhide. Put him
low A tier.
Right next to Ratchet.
Look, I like Ratchet, but the problem with Ironhide is that he comes with red shorts, and that's very distracting.
Yeah, I was like, what happened? Like, what actually happened?
This was before Gamer Edition, where we are expected to get low budget.
We'll talk about Gamer Edition real soon.
Anyways, Studio Series 85, RC, sex tier. I mean, come on, is anyone really gonna fight me on this? She's a great figure. Great vehicle mode, great figure, great pulsing.
But the context you said that, especially considering your standing.
No, shut up, Bailey, we don't talk about that. Okay, look, for the last time, RC is not my wife. I know people make fan art, but that's not true. I mean, have I ever sent for RC? Provide me with evidence, and I'll admit to being wrong. Exactly, you can't. Because there is none.
Series number 87, Dark of the Moon Bumblebee.
Dude, what? Dude, his eyes. He's just staring into my soul. Look at him.
At least the chest detail is much better and kind of the paint as well, but it's the same exact mold as the other two from Revenge of the Fallen and TF1. It's just that Dark of the Moon is just better. Just why is Dark of the Moon always better?
I don't like the way he's looking at me. I'm gonna put him in D tier. It's been a while since we had a Bumblebee there.
I'm putting him above the other Bumblebees in B tier at the moment.
Fine, I'll go C tier, I guess. But I'm gonna lower him because of those eyes. Just I don't like the way he's looking at me. Anyways, Studio Series 777 Sideways, God tier. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna fight us on that. It's literally God. He's perfect. In fact, right now, for my Decepticon collection, I have him sitting on his throne right now.
He's also Gamer Edition if you think about it.
And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you get him imported from Japan, you get the exclusive chair and cape and crown and even the Star Saber. Here, look. Here's the evidence. Editor, put it on screen. Yeah, he looks like his actual true self in here. It's a very exclusive form that not a lot of people know about. It's also very expensive.
Then how expensive?
Enough to buy 4 mansions, Fateless. That's where all my YouTube money went, and what I'm left with no money after that. Because I spent it all on Sideways.
I thought you spent it all on Legacy, Tidal Wave, and the upcoming Omega Prime.
I mean, yeah. The scraps. Anyways, do you see...
Studio 89 Thundercracker. Goes above Thrust.
You mean Acid Storm?
Same thing at this point.
Fateless, that's racist! Are you saying all Seekers look the same?
No.
Oh yeah, you better. We gotta be careful about that, you know? Like, we're still on the age of Twitter.
Yeah, and Twitter's getting hellish by the day.
It's always been hell, but yeah. Anyways, Studio Series 90, Age of Extinction Galvatron, and I know Fateless has some words about this figure. It's okay, Fateless. Take your time.
A low B tier, to be honest. It's a good modern attempt.
Oh, what? Oh, dude. I was expecting you to explode, be like, nah, this figure's awful. I think it should kill itself now, or something like that. Those are for later figures down the line. You always told me you hated Age of Extinction Galvatron, and suddenly you feel merciful enough to give it a B tier. What happened to you, man?
I said I don't like the original version.
I like it.
This is awkward. I put Galvatron in low B tier.
Fine, I'll go high B tier just because I don't know anything about it. It looks kind of cool, that's about it.
What about that big hole in the chest? I like it. Well, I hate it.
Actually, the big hole in his chest is just to counter Optimus Prime's swords, which happens in the film, so it's actually a pretty clever design.
True.
Next up we have Studio Series 91, The Fallen. I think he goes on sex tier.
I'm actually gonna put him right above the current Optimus. Like he's at the top of S tier.
Like, I like the Fallen a lot. I love the spears. I don't like the weird things that he has that connects his like arms to like his shoulder to like his body. That's a bit awkward. It always falls apart for me. But I like how you can remove his head, and I like how we have a canon vehicle mode for the Fallen now.
And I was just recently watching Revenge of the Fallen, but I could actually see the blue that they added here is actually accurate to the movie.
Yeah, I wonder if this figure is gonna get remolded into the other Primes, like Prima, who's actually canon to the movies. And in case you guys don't know that, I did a video on every fact for the Revenge of the Fallen Autobots, and yes, Prima is canon to the universe, and he was actually the Prime who defeated the Fallen and banished him.
Damn.
Yeah, that's right. Just click this link to watch my cool epic video. Anyways, Studio Series 92 Michael Bay. I mean Crossers.
Michael Bay. Damn.
You get it? That's clever because he's supposed to be Michael Bay's self-insert.
Yes, just I'm gonna put him in middle B tier. I like how they tried to do the trench coat, but it still didn't work as well.
I don't like the Age of Extinction designs in general, and that's the only reason why I never got this Crossers, even though he was always on my shop. Yeah, just not for me. I just don't like this Crossers, and I'll stick with my Age of Extinction one. Well, I say I stick with it. I'm selling that one, so if you want to buy it, link to the eBay will be in the comments down below.
Alright, series number 93, Not Rod.
Did you just say not rod?
Yes, I said Not Rod.
Oh, to me it sounded like you said not, as in a squirrel's nut.
No, not Rod. Like, this is not Hot Rod.
Yeah, not too late. Now he's forever known as Nut Rod. Anyways, so where should Nut Rod go?
Low S tier. I really do like how everything cleans up on him. I love the fact that it includes his weapon, and he's just all around a really fun figure. Very low S tier, or even high A tier.
I always saw him in my store, but I never picked him up, and I'm kind of starting to regret it, but then again, I don't like Froghead.
And you don't like the French.
No, that too, but yeah. Studio Series 94, Hatchet, he's not even out, so... I mean, he looks cool, but I'm sure he's gonna have the same vehicle mode as the other Dreads.
The fact that he is the only 2025 figure on here is amazing.
Yeah, what's up with that? But, I don't know where I will rank him, honestly. He's probably gonna have a lot of the problems like the other Dreads do, so I think at best I'm gonna put him in high C tier.
I'm gonna put him in a low B tier for now.
Anyways, next up is Studio Series 96, right? Is that it?
95, which is Bone Crusher. Nest Bone Crusher.
Well, right next to regular Bone Crusher.
I'm gonna put him just slightly above the regular Bone Crusher because I like the tamper craft details that, like, he's masquerading as an Autobot, but there's details that prove that, yeah, he's actually a Decepticon.
Yeah, doesn't he have, like, All Hail Megatron tattooed on his vehicle mode?
Yes.
Huh. Well, he's doing the worst job of a spy as I ever seen. Anyways, next up, Studio Series 96, Nest Ratchet.
Nest Ratchet, I would say, put him next to Dark of the Moon Rat, because he has the gun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this Nest repaints. I guess I get why they exist, so people who want the mold can get it. But to me, you know, the characters without color is just kind of boring, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him very low B tier.
I'll just put him right next to Dark and Ratchet. I just don't care enough either way. Anyways, now we have everyone's favorite guild, Studio Series 97 A-Racer. Now, I know there's a certain someone on my Discord server who pay good money for me to add A-Racer on my videos, and I'm just gonna say, unless you pay me more money, she's gonna have to, unfortunately, be in C tier for me. So if you want A-Racer to be S tier, I'm gonna need a little incentive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you're probably not gonna get that until after this video comes out, so...
True, even better that he can watch this and suffer, knowing that he'll have to wait a year for me to fix this error. Anyway, so what are you saying about Eraser?
C tier as well, she's very inaccurate, but she's kind of a fun deluxe.
She's just the Kingdom Eraser but bigger, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what she is, and I've never had a most of these molds I've never had before when I first got them, so that's how I figure out what the Kingdom Eraser was like when I don't want the actual Kingdom Eraser.
I have the Kingdom Eraser, I love that mold. My problem with this is just, it's not accurate at all to the movie. It's like, it's an ugly brown, like they should make her blacker. I mean, darker. You know what I mean.
The Star Raiders Filch. I like the retooling on that from this mold.
Yeah, at least something good came out of it.
Studio Series number 98, Cheetor.
S tier. I think this is one of those rare figures that it's just like S tier. It's so simple, but it works so well.
I'm gonna put him in low C tier. He's not high up there, but he's still S tier.
I'm not a big fan of the Black Panther head and the surprise Cheetor face, but other than that, I like him quite a bit, in all honesty. I think he's very solid. You can get great poses with him, and I like how it's kind of cute that he's trying to replicate what Optimus Primal does with his swords, but he does it with the spear. I think that's cute. I like that.
Then we have Studio Series number 99, Battle Trap.
Sex tier. Sex tier. Sex tier. He's the master definition of sex.
Yeah, it's like he created Battle Trap Sweep.
Yeah, Battle Trap Sweep became such a huge thing when he first came out. It's a shame that, unfortunately, they had to nerf him in the movie because, like, you know, he'd been in the movie for way too long. He got stolen the whole show, just like Sideways.
Bumblebee, you finally get a win with this one. Studio Series 100, Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. You're going in high A tier / low S tier. You are the definition of an upgrade. You are way better than your first variants.
I'm gonna put him below G Bumblebee just because I wish he was better painted. I don't like how they painted his head, and I don't like how the sword's not painted.
True. Like that's the only thing dragging him down. But he's a really good Bumblebee figure.
Yeah, I bet, but still, just because of that, I'm gonna have to like put him a little lower.
Then we have Studio Series 101 Scourge. And as much as I like this figure, I have to...
super inaccurate.
I'm sorry, Scourge, but this is the first time I'm actually going to admit this for real. I fucking hate you without the upgrades. You're going in D tier.
Okay, look, I actually really do love this figure. I like it quite a bit. And I'm a sucker for anything that's not Autobots or Decepticons. But the fact that it's so inaccurate, and I get why it's inaccurate, it's working with an early concept art of Scourge. That's my biggest problem with it, and that's what brings it down quite a bit. I also bought upgrade kits recently. They should be coming any day now. And,
Both of them?
Yeah, I got it for the head and, like, for the arms. And a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, I also want a more accurate Scourge. Look, I'm gonna give him high A tier. I like him, and just like Dropkick, I can excuse, you know, when stuff's not accurate. I still think it's a solid enough figure, a really great figure. You can literally hold Deluxe Class Bumblebee and like recreate the scene of the film where he like quote unquote kills him. So I can't hate this figure as much as I want to. So I'm gonna give him an A tier.
Okay, just for all the points you added, I'm gonna bump him up to low B tier, but nothing more.
Well, okay, so I defended Scourge, now it's your turn to defend our next figure.
Actually, I'm not gonna even fucking defend this thing. This is as low as Scourge is without the upgrades, B tier.
I'm gonna give this low B tier. I know people really stand Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, but I don't like that truck mode. I don't like it. And the Royal mode is fine, I guess, but it doesn't wow me.
There's a reason why I got the knockoff version, which does the truck mode so much better. And the fact that I actually used the knockoff version over the official, and not to mention this guy was scalped to hell, yeah, B tier.
Yeah, I don't get why people are so obsessed with Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. But I know I'm gonna get, like, those people, and you know who I'm talking about. Those guys who write paragraphs in the comments down below explaining to me why this figure is so great. I've seen them before, and I know for a fact I'm gonna get them again.
Alright, Series 103, Rhinox.
I hate this thing.
Finally! I hate this thing so much. Like the shoulder, everything, like nothing is on pins. It's all on these friction hinges. Everything falls off. The hammer is so short. You know what? Rhinox? Go die in D tier.
Wow, okay, like, I don't like it, but I don't hate it that much. I kinda just said that for dramatic effect, but the thing that kills me about this figure is his short, stubby legs. He literally looks like a midget, and I don't like how short the hammer is. Like, look, I'm not one to hammer shame, but, like, I just don't like how small his hammer is. So,
yeah,
I'm gonna put him in mid-C tier.
I don't like this figure at all, D tier.
Next up we have Studio Series 104, Nightbird. Now, I have this, well, we both have this figure. This is one of those rare occasions where you and I share a figure.
We both have all the Terracons. Well, actually, you don't have Novocaine.
Yeah, that's the one I'm missing, but I'm not really missing much.
Yeah.
I feel like we both have strong opinions on this thing, so you go first.
The wings kind of bring it down a bit, and not to mention that this is basically retooled from the main line. But at the same time, it's actually done better, because the main line was kind of tough to transform. Had to, like, struggle with the legs, while this one's actually kind of easier. But at the same time, this is still based on concept art, and the wings are really dinky. And only one sword. At best, I could put this in low A tier, high B tier.
So, I got Nightbird, and I upgraded her with an upgrade kit I found online. Gave her the wings, gave her larger swords, and she looks way better. I'm gonna put a photograph of how she looks like with the larger wings. It's amazing how such a small thing can alter this figure. Now, I get why they have to make the wings small, because I don't think there's any way you can make those wings big and not have it mess with the vehicle mode. But in that case, I will put some wing accessories on the side for her to use. Like, they have done that before. They could have totally done it, because, like, she doesn't have the wings all the time. Like, her wings gotta spawn in at times in the movie and they grow bigger. So they could have literally just done that. So, like, with the upgrade kit, this is an S tier, but, like, without it, I just think she just falls short. I'm gonna give her a high B tier.
Yeah, high B tier for me. Everyone's favorite gay bot, Mirage.
Okay. I was gonna say this is Tia High Guy's favorite bot.
Yeah, well, that too.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I hate this thing.
Really?
I don't like the way his legs are. He suffers from the jolt effect. I never liked Russell the Beast Mirage that much. He literally looks like a character out of Age of Extinction. And the vehicle looks nice, but it has all these like, cuts on it, and you can tell, what part like you're supposed to shift to, like, transform into a robot. He just looks very awkward to me, and I don't like him that much. I'm gonna give him actually a high C tier. I feel like I'm being generous with that.
I'm gonna give him high C tier as well. I understand every single problem this figure has, and for that's how it goes. Optimus Primal,
I don't have this figure.
S tier. Actually no, high A tier, because they kind of mess up a little bit on the ape alt mode, because like, how you're supposed to have them on all fours at least. The legs are kind of into alt mode, are kind of what kind of drag it down just a bit, but other than that, high A tier. And it comes with the axe that SS-102 should have had, so that's another reason why that's in B tier. And then also it includes the transport key, our first actual MacGuffin.
Does it come with like the swords from the film and the chain?
Yes, that too. That way you can give the chain to Battle Trap.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of a delivery boy. Like, he's just here to like give everyone else their stuff.
Yeah, but he's also he's a real good figure. It's just that the beast mode kind of brings him down a bit. So high A tier for me.
I'm gonna put him in mid A tier actually. I just don't have him, so I don't know. Anyways, we have Studio Series 107 Scorponok. A Scorponok, I guess, because we're gonna get many more Scorponoks soon. I don't have this figure. Faylif, do you have this figure?
Yes, and I'm sadly going to say the fact that I'm gonna say that Scorponok is better than Primal is sad.
Oh, really?
One, I love the transformation, and it also evokes 2007 vibes. I really do like this figure. I'm gonna put it in low S tier right next to Cheetor. The only thing I would say is that on my copy at least, the tail is a little is on the friction hinge, so it can fall off, but that's a mileage may vary thing. I really do like this thing. The transformation is not like you're just simple, oh, just lay him on his belly and flip the legs back and whatnot. No, it's actually a little bit more intricate than that.
I'll be completely honest. To me, his transformation kind of just looks like he just stands upwards and that's it. That's the one thing I don't like about him. How he goes from Scorpion mode to robot mode.
Transformation, actually, it's more than just simply, oh, just lay him on his belly and just there. Like, you see the shoulders? They're not just shoulders. Like, those are actually the arms, like the claws and whatnot for the beast mode, and they actually come from within the body. Like, it's like they're actually like a hinge system to it.
I'm planning on getting him just like an army build, but like even then I'm not sure if this figure is like worth it, but I'll take your word for it. If I see him, I'll probably buy him. Anyways,
all right,
what's next?
This I hate this thing. I hate him so much. I hate his character and I hate his figure. The main line is better, and that is sad admitting that.
Also, I just want to point out, he was so ugly, literally the ugly duckling of the family. That Studio Series didn't even bother to show his face. They show the Volkswagen instead.
E tier, just E tier, just straight up E tier. Die and never come back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, all Pablo stands out there. He has a good body, but on Wheeljack, it's just wrong. He deserves to go E. It's so bad! You know, when the upgrade kit literally also puts the Wheeljack head in it.
Yeah, that's even sadder.
Anyways, so next up we have Studio Series 109. Bumblebee movie Megatron, right?
Sex.
Absolutely.
And technically, he has a gimmick to himself. Many different modes of whatever the heck you want. Go check out Fire's video on that, which I paid.
I think this is literally the most fan-modded Transformers figure of all time, and I don't think anyone's gonna like argue on that. Dude, the fact that this guy can transform into so many things and he works with like almost anything. Like my copy, I gave him the Dark Star Saber, and I think he looks fantastic with it. It's like he's meant to have it.
I love him, and I'm glad I got him early, like a couple months earlier than anyone else. Sure, I paid big money for it, but it was a really well-paid thing. Oh, I love that figure.
It's great, it's amazing, and it's at the center of my Decepticon collection, just behind Sideways.
And it goes at the very top of S tier. I don't think anything's dethroning that thing.
Same. I think that's just there. I think S tier is already set for life. Anyways,
yep.
Studio Series 111 Shockwave. I don't have this thing, but I really want it though.
I've heard people say that they don't like this thing because of the biceps, but even without the biceps, he just looks so cool. And the transformation, it's pretty much the Prime Shockwave transformation. It's like it's like a Cheetor situation where it's simple but it's fun, and he's going in S tier for that.
And even if like he's not the best figure out there, if a figure looks cool enough, I'll get them a pass. And I think Shockwave like earns a pass, so I'll give him like mid A tier actually, just for that.
I'm also gonna put him low S tier.
Studio Series 112 Sunstreaker. I'll be honest, too much yellow.
Sunseeker, I am still a bit mixed on. I got him on a deal at Walmart alongside the same day I got Shockwave. And the only reason why I got him is to be paired next to the War for Cybertron side site, which we will get to. And he's a fine figure for a concept character. I don't like his CGI art on the box though. Like, what happened with the proportions on the CGI box?
Yeah, I should probably do a redesign video for him one day after I'm done with Infernicus 1, which I'm starting to like finally like finish making progress on that.
But that's good. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, but funnily enough, I'm doing like the Infernicons based on the 7 Deadly Sins. I'm stuck on the Sin of Sloth, and I think that is hilarious.
I get it.
Anyways, the Sunstreaker, I don't like him. I'll put him in high C tier. I just don't like how he's painted. Okay, so this is gonna be a minor spoiler for Transformers 1. In Transformers 1, he looks nothing like Studio Series, and I'll just wait for Studio Series to make a Transformers 1 size Sunstreaker, and I'll buy that version, because he looks way better.
Ooh. I'm gonna put him in mid B tier. Like, he's not a figure I'm gonna go back to a whole lot, but he's a Sunstreaker, and he's my first Sunstreaker, and for that attempt, it's just a B tier. Like, he's not terrible, but he's not the best.
Anyways, speaking of Transformers 1, next up we got Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. I'm gonna put him in high A tier actually. I like this quite a bit.
I'm still gonna start hunting for this guy, especially since we got Megatron revealed, which we will get to very soon. I'm gonna take your word for it because I've been wanting to get this guy, so A tier for me.
I like the Matrix, I like the weapons that he comes with, and after actually having watched the movie, I got to watch it early because of screenings. I like this Prime way more in the stuff he does in the movie that I want to get a figure of him. So I'm gonna put him in high 80. I think I'm gonna put him just above Scourge but below Bumblebee. Rest of the Beast Bumblebee. I like him. Actually no, I'll put him over Rest of the Beast Bumblebee and below G Bumblebee. I like him a lot.
But I might actually been waiting to talk about this one. Series 113 Skywarp.
Next to Thundercracker, I guess.
I'm gonna put him in very low A tier just because this is the first Skywarp Voyager class that is not a exclusive. Like, all the Skywars we've been getting over the years have been nothing but exclusives. They finally got it right.
Is this important to you?
This is I'm gonna put him just above Thundercracker, but nothing else.
That's the most passionate Skywarp rant I have ever heard.
I mean, the guy gets no freaking love in a Toyline. Like you look at the War for Cybertron stuff, and then also Legacy, his core class got crapped over by, I don't know, he has no null race. The guy gets no respect. Finally he does.
I have literally no respond to that. I was not expecting that.
114, the last number for the main movies is TF1 Megatron. For now, I don't know what I'm gonna rank it because it hasn't come out yet, so I'm gonna put it next to Optimus, the TF1 Optimus.
TF1 Megatron, I like him, but I don't like how long-legged he is. And TF1 Megatron's okay to me. Like, I don't love that design, but I don't hate it. But the vehicle mode looks really good. I think Megatron always like does really great in vehicle modes. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I kinda wish he also came with like his like triple barrel like riot cannon.
Yeah. I kind of wish that, I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, I was really hoping for that, but like, we'll probably wait for an upgrade kit for that then, I don't know.
I'll be honest, I think this is not gonna be the last Transformers 1 Megatron to release, so I'll probably just wait for the next one they'll inevitably do. This was a skip for me, but I'll put him in low A tier.
I'm putting him right next to TF1 Optimus for now.
Okay, so next up we got a bunch of core class stuff. So I'll be honest, I don't like core class that much and I don't collect characters. So core class Shockwave can go in D tier, I just don't care.
Yeah, same. Like I now we got the official full-size one. Like he's not great anymore. Ravage, however, considering he goes with Soundwave,
A tier. Yeah, A tier. No one hates Ravage except for Skybound Starscream. I don't think no one will complain. Core class, Laserbeak, Bumblebee, Dark of the Moon. Dude, this is so messed up considering the scene it's referencing to. I low-key like it just for how, like, macabre it is. So I'm gonna put it in low A tier, actually. Just for the memes.
Just for the memes, low A tier.
Okay, look, I know I said she's not my waifu, but look how they massacred my girl. I have this, and I'm not really happy about it either.
Like I ended up selling it along. Like I just ended up selling. I was like, nah, I don't like this.
Actually,
I like this.
Actually, if anyone wants to buy my Core Class RC, eBay link down below. I'm just selling off all the studios I don't want in this video.
Damn. I'm gonna put her in. I'm gonna put her next to Core Class Shockwave D tier.
Yeah, I guess I'll put her in D tier too, just above Hightower, because at least she looks more pleasing.
Let's do both of the freezers at the same time. Freezer and Novocaine.
Okay. Core Class Freezer and Core Class Novocaine. They're both the same, literally. Just one has a hole in his head.
And one Novocaine actually has better QC because Freezer has like loose ass limbs. Like
really, mine's completely fine. I don't see any issue with him, but okay. I like them, but like I wish they were smaller.
I'm just gonna put them C tier. They're just okay.
I put them low B tier. I think they're fine. They're okay.
Core Class Bumblebee. Core Class Bumblebee.
He can join D Hell. Next to RC. There, yeah, next to RC.
Core Class Noah.
You know, okay, you know what? I'm kind of tempted to make a new tier and call it Brooklyn, because that's all he could ever talk about in Rise of the Beast.
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Look, no offense to like people from Brooklyn or whatever. Like it's fine. It's a fine enough place. I don't have any ill will towards it, but I just don't like how often they referenced it in the movies. Like it's like their god, like Jesus Christ to them. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm really salty because the one scene from the test screenings when they were gonna mention Predacons, they got rid of it and added a reference to Brooklyn again because we needed that, and I'm still salty about that. That's the only reason why I'm gonna put him there.
Yeah, I don't like. I like the figure, but just. I got a better version of Noah anyway, so...
And they made him a jet for some reason, which is weird.
And the thing is, this guy was originally leaked to be Stratosphere. Like, what the hell?
Anyways, next up, we got Mohawk.
Low B tier.
I kind of want to get this figure. Like, he looks cool, and I like how the gimmick you can do is that you can open him up, and like he can like laugh maniacally. And I love the little knife. That's kind of cute, despite him being a murderous psycho.
Then we have let's do the last three. They're all Bumblebee movie related, which is ironic.
Rumble and Frenzy can do it at the same time.
Yeah, Frenzy and Rebel. Let's put it with Ravage and A tiers. Let's give Ravage some protection.
That because they also can, you know, go inside Soundwave's chest, so that makes them more valuable too. I kind of don't like that they don't have a face. I feel like those are the characters that you might want to give a face to, but it doesn't really bother me that much anyways.
Yeah.
I couldn't just view it as a battle mask like Optimus, so it doesn't bother me.
That thing is, these are the last core classes we're gonna get, so that means no core class Laserbeak.
Yeah.
They actually can't.
Yeah. So now you have the 15th anniversary pack.
You're missing Starscream, the core class Starscream.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I'll put him in D tier right next to Soundwave. I just don't care about him.
I'm actually interested in just checking this one out, like considering that it's a core class Cybertronian alt mode, but. No, I'll put him high D tier above the Bumblebees.
Anyways, now we have the 15th anniversary pack. We're almost done with this. So I'm gonna put Ratchet in B tier just because I think the chainsaw, it's a more iconic and he's better painted. Jazz goes right next to regular Jazz. Ironhide goes next to regular Ironhide. And Optimus, like the Blaze just made him 10 times better, so he's gonna move a few tiers right next to Dark of the Moon Megatron. And Bumblebee can go rotting hell.
Bumblebee barely has any respect today.
Okay, so next up we got a weird looking barricade. What's this?
This is from the Decepticon pack. It's basically the only repaint because the other figures are the exact same.
Oh.
And because the other figures are the exact same as the originals, that's why they're not on here.
Oh, so is he like better?
No, he's the exact same, and he also omits the tamper graph with the punish and enslave.
Cringe. Low C tier.
Well, yeah, just low C tier for me.
Volkswagen Premium Finish Bumblebee, low C tier. The higher price tag and the better paint doesn't justify it. Still has the same issues.
Actually looks a bit uglier if I'm gonna be honest. I like the original paint compared to that.
Premium Finish Movie Optimus Prime. I'll put him slightly over the original because I think he looks a little cooler like that. Premium Finish 07 Megatron Go Die.
Actually, the paint isn't that bad, but I put it just above the original 2007 Megatron.
To me, this figure, the paint is not enough to save it. If anything, the higher price tag just makes it even more undesirable.
Yeah, true.
Premium Finish Ratchet, I guess I'll just put it right next to like regular, like 15th anniversary Ratchet. Like at least you get some value out of it. Premium Edition Optimus Prime. Yeah, I guess I'll put it right next to like regular 07 Prime. No wait, this is just falling. Ew! Go die in hell. Even worse. Ew! Dude, I thought that was 07 Optimus. No, it was Revenge of the Fallen. I feel so dirty having clicked on that. Like, oh my god, my hand actually feels disgusted.
I'm actually, you know what, E tier for that one.
Now, Nemesis Prime is a good repaint. I unironically like this thing. It goes on like high S tier for me.
Yeah, that is S tier. That is S tier.
Okay, now we have Gamer Edition.
Actually wonder where you actually got like where did the Gamer Edition kind of thing came from? Like was it Perspective N? Was it you? Like I don't know like where that trend started.
I have no idea. I think it was David from Rise of Video who said like the Gamer Edition. He said it like that, and then I started saying it because it was funny. I think, but just in case, don't tell him I said so he doesn't sue me for stealing his idea.
And then I think Perspective N got it from you because he also does it as well.
Oh really? Oh, Perspective N watches my videos. Oh, Perspective N, if you're watching this, can you shout me out? Anyways, not that I asked a much bigger YouTuber for a shout out. Now we can continue. I don't have any of these, so you can probably take care of these.
Yeah. All right. So the Bumblebee.
He looks fat. E tier.
Okay. Seriously, we're fat shaming now.
Hey, it's my channel. I can do whatever the flip I want.
I'm gonna put him in C tier. I.
Oh wow, you're body shaming. Why not A tier if he's so great and there's nothing wrong with him? Now I'm peer pressuring him into putting him on A, or otherwise he looks like a hypocrite.
No, I'm not body shaming for the C tier. It's actually just the I guess the QC issues and the transformation. That's the issue.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyways, Barry K. He looks cool, but I hear he has a lot of issues.
But I do not like this thing. The fact that this Decepticon soldier did this mold better is sad.
Leader class Optimus Prime. He looks cool. I actually want him S tier.
Yeah, S tier. Megatron, however, oh, this one was actually controversial to me. I've had a love-hate relationship to this thing. I used to hate this thing so much when it was first revealed. It was like, this is not Megatron to me. Then my friend decided, hey, I'm just gonna give him to you for free. And I'm like, fine. I guess. I was done with Gamer Edition after Barricade completely decided to be stupid and the worst Barricade I've ever handled. And then Megatron, I started warming up to, especially after I clipped the kneecaps. What's made people really wrong is that the fact that this figure is very, very mixed. I'm gonna put him in just straight up the middle of everything, low B tier. He is just middle ground average. He's accurate, but there's a question
So, I kind of just went over to like turn on my air conditioner because it's really hot. I didn't hear anything of what you just said, but I'll take it. It's bad, so I'll just give it C tier.
I put it very low B tier, like just straight up the middle.
Next up, we got Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper. What do you think?
Honestly, a little bit better than Bumblebee, but not by much.
Alright, I'll put him in D tier. That's gonna please all the Cliff Jumper fans. And just extra insult to injury, I'm gonna put him above Gamer Edition Bumblebee. I mean, he still looks fat, but at least he looks cooler.
Then we have
Gamer Edition Starscream. I hate this thing. I don't like it.
Actually, I've heard the Alfonso Nation call him the Mighty Cockpit.
Oh my god, does he actually do that?
Yes, the Alfonso Nation actually calls him the Mighty Cockpit.
Oh my god, Naki deserves to be cancelled just for that. I'll be honest, I don't like the mace, and I don't like the way he looks.
He's actually kind of fun, but like I just got him like at my local toy store where I got my Shadow Command Megatron, and he's kind of a fun figure, but not by much. I'm gonna put him in high B tier.
I'm gonna put him in mid C tier, and I think what they should have done, it's just they should have just like reissued the old Starscream mode from the thrilling 30s, and you know, just upscale it like Studio Series A Racer and call it a day. Like literally no one will have complained because that was already a really good mode.
Next up we have
Gamer Edition Sideswipe.
I kind of like this one, to be honest. Like you notice the trend, like as Gamer Edition gets more figures, the figures start getting better and better. Like that's actually saying something.
I remember when the leaker who announced that we were gonna get Sideswipe soon said that he was gonna be the most hated figure in the whole Gamer Edition subline. He was gonna be horrible and they didn't like him. He had like a huge backpack and stuff. And when we actually got it, everyone was like, what was this guy talking about? It's not so bad. He actually looks kind of decent. And I still think he looks decent. I wouldn't mind getting him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in low A tier, just above Starscream and B.
I'm gonna put him in mid B tier. I think he's okay.
Next up, we have
Gamer Edition Steve.
Actually, Gamer Edition Gary. That's what people have been calling him more.
Okay, fine, Gary. I'm gonna put him in low S tier just because it's Gary.
Yeah, just also he wears the Barricade mold better, which is very sad for Barricade.
Anyways, now we have the G1 stuff, 86 stuff.
Not so you're missing one. You're actually missing two more Gamer Edition figures that just got revealed.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. War for Okay, we have Gamer Edition, War for Savage and Ratchet. I like this thing. He looks cool.
This thing actually looks fire. I want the axe. I want the Energon repair.
Actually, it's called the Energon repair gun.
Yeah, Energon repair gun. You know what? Just S tier. Just S tier. I want this thing.
I'm gonna give it an A tier just because he has a bit of a backpack. I don't mind backpacks personally, but it looks a tad bit too distracting here. But the accessories and the vehicle mode more than make up for it, so I don't mind giving him like high A tier.
And then we have
Gamer Edition. That game that will never come out. Reactivate. Bumblebee.
I actually have this figure because obviously you can just get the 2-pack and just call it a day. You don't have to get this thing, but
Faintly, if you scared me for a second. For a second, I thought you were saying I actually have the game. I was about to say, oh wow, me too.
No, I have the 2-pack with him and Starscream. I specifically mainly got it for Starscream because it's a real good mold. But this Bumblebee figure is actually fire. S tier. I love this figure. It's a unique take on Bumblebee, and it's so good.
I probably will get it because like I don't think the game's ever coming out anymore. And if it does, it's probably not gonna be that good. But the designs are really good. And Reactivated Bumblebee looks cool, and this figure looks cool. So yeah, A tier, actually low S tier for me, just because I don't have it. Anyways, now we have the 86 stuff. Wait, we have one more Optimus Prime here. Oh yeah, this is the 15th anniversary Optimus, right?
That is actually for Revenge of the Fallen. The only reason why I included him is because he is... It's basically the SS-32 except add the swords, and it's the same as that paint as the original SS-32, not the repaints that we've gotten with the previous 15th anniversary pack or whatnot. Just add them just straight with the others.
I guess I'll just put it right next to the other 07 Optimus.
I just figured add variants, that way it kind of, you know, gets everything.
Anyways.
But even if it's a weapon variant, but still.
Anyways, now we have the 86 stuff, so let's just cover that.
Yep.
Next up we have 86 Jazz. I have the Legacy Knockout, which is just a remodel of this. I like that mold quite a bit. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst out there. I think it's just like a C tier, like a mid C tier.
Yeah, C tier. We have two cups, by the way. We have the original cup and we have the Buzzworthy re-release, which actually does the paint better. I'm gonna put this in high C tier. I don't know this mold at all. Like, it looks like a fine transformation, but the Buzzworthy looks a lot cleaner and more accurate, because what's up with the original?
I just don't care about cup whatsoever, so low C tier, I guess. Next up we got 86 Blur. I actually have the Legacy Blur, the IDW one. I like that quite a bit. Actually, I like this just because like it's basically the same mold but with a different head. I'm gonna put this in low B tier. Actually, I think this is fine.
Yeah. The next up we have Hot Rod, the actual Hot Rod.
I never found this figure. I always wanted it.
I don't know much of this figure either. We'll just put it A tier.
I'll put it
don't
B
know.
tier just because I don't know much about him. B tier, I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, B tier. Let's just do that.
Well, let's do Scourge and his sweeps right now. I have the sweeps. It's a surprisingly good mold, and you can recreate like the whole like you know, when he transforms, he like kind of pulls off his head, and he can kind of see what's going on around him. You can kind of do that, and that is great. And I love that he comes with a blast effect. I think he's a high A tier in my opinion.
Some of these figures I actually do not know if I still have or not.
Bro,
Even
how
though-
big is your collection?
Even though I actually have a freaking document right here, but I can't switch tabs because otherwise my browser would reset or whatnot. I don't know.
Alright, 86 Grimlock. I don't have this thing, but I do know my friend Scrub has it. He likes it. He likes it a lot, and a lot of people really like it. I think it's a low S tier or high S tier.
I'm gonna put it low S tier. I'm kind of tempted on getting the comic edition Grimlock that they just released.
I'm getting
At
G-Axis
least.
soon. I'm getting not G-Axis, what's his name? The Straxus, yeah, I'm actually getting Straxus, so that's the only one of the comic edition I'm getting.
So next one is Slug. The Dinobots are starting to take over.
The Dinobots are cool. I don't think anyone has a single complaint with them. Well, maybe Swoop, but other than that, I think everyone likes them.
Actually, I don't find much problems with Soup. I know he was blocky from the beginning, so... You know what, let's just knock out all the Dinobots right now.
Yeah, let's
Just
get rid of all. I think they're all A tier. Well, maybe Sludge is S tier. I think Sludge is S tier. I think he's the only one. Everyone else can go in A tier.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that that Sludge can also be turned into paddles, which... Like, where the fuck did paddles even come from, by the way? Like, I don't know where the paddles thing started from.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I feel like I'm much happier not knowing. Anyways, next up we have 86. No, I think that's his name. Gno, Gno, Grr, Grr.
Yeah, no. The Sharkticon, essentially.
I have this figure. He's okay. He's fine, I guess. Like, when he's in Sharkticon mode, he doesn't get much mobility, though. That's, like, his biggest flaw. And also, like, maybe it's, like, problem with my version, but, like, his jaw doesn't stay closed. Like, it opens up, and it stays like that. It looks a bit awkward. That's my only problem with him. I'm gonna put him in mid-B tier. Next up, we have, who's this guy again?
Rekgar.
Redgar. I don't care about the Junkions, so I don't know most of them.
Junkions out of the way. Like, there's so many of them. Like seriously. What were they thinking?
Junkions is actually a genuinely good figure. Like, it's a good figure, but I just don't care about the Junkions, so I want him gone. So I'm gonna give him A tier, and I guess I give the Junkions overall A tier, because they all seem like solid figures, it's just that I just personally don't care about them.
I'll just go, like, low A tier, B tier type of thing.
I'd put them above, like, TF1 Megatron.
Ouch.
I mean, below TF1 Megatron. Next up is Perceptor.
Again, I don't know much
I
of
don't
this
know
thing.
anything about this guy. He seems okay. I haven't seen anyone complain about him.
I'll just put him in B tier for safety.
I'll just put him in high C tier.
Next up,
Coronation Starscream.
Oh, I would put him in S tier, but
But
the accessories do not save the actual figure. This is the Earthrise mold, and
Driller Lobert, you take that back. This figure is great. It gave us the best image of all time, God Emperor Sideways.
okay, I'll put it in low S tier, but it's not going higher.
Fine, I'll do the same. Cliff Jumper.
B tier.
Okay.
It's... I don't know.
Is it just Earthrise Cliff Jumper, or is this like a unique mold?
The moment we went to 86, we all started blanking of like, wait, what?
So wait, so is Earthrise Cliff Jumper a unique mold, or is this supposed to be like...
It's a repaint slash retool of the original Earthrise.
Oh, okay, so I have Earthrise. I love Earthrise Cliff Jumper. It's one of my favorite figures, so I guess I'll just put this in A tier.
Let's get RC, the 86 RC.
Okay, look, this is gonna sound very nitpicky, but I don't like those lips. That face is like, it's like the Mandela catalog, in all honesty.
I don't know what to say about like the figure in general. Like, I honestly don't like the shell formery aspect of it. It just feels like you're just slapping it on and have a nice day. It just...
Yeah, I know people don't like the Earthrise mold on RC, even though I have Lifeline Elite 1 in... Actually, that's about it. I only have 2 versions of it. I get why people don't like this mold. I personally don't hate it as many people do. But this RC in particular is definitely my least favorite of the bunch. So I'm gonna put her in like D tier actually. It's been a while since it has someone. She can go right next to her sister, Russell the Beast RC.
Yeah, true.
I just don't like all that junk in her trunk. Okay, next up we got Ironhide.
A tier. I've heard he's actually really good. The only thing is he's just missing the red stripe on his alt mode, but
Well, at least they didn't give him shorts this time.
true.
86 Hound. This one hasn't been released yet, right?
This has actually been released through Legacy, but technically this is supposed to be 86-18.
This is just like that mercenary guy from Legacy, right? I forgot his name.
Try this. It's essentially that mold.
I have tried this. I actually like try this quite a bit, so I'm gonna put this in like B tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in B tier as well.
Next up we have Prowl, and I'm pretty sure this is Prowl dying because he looks very unhappy. Like, look at him. It looks like someone pissed off his cereal. Live Prowl reaction.
Yes, this is actually Prowl dying.
Oh, I don't like the dying figures. In my opinion, those like they feel very lazy to me. I don't like them.
I've seen the one go for like $30 on Amazon. I'm tempted to, but also because it also includes like blast effects, and I've been meaning to get some blast effects at least, kind of cheap.
Personally, I'm loaded with blast effects after buying Star Saber, Dead Source, and like that one Maximal that came with a bunch of blast effects. I'm kinda don't need them, so like they're even more worthless to me, these figures.
Could I buy them off you?
The figures? I don't have these ones.
No, the blast effects.
Yeah, no, those are not for sale. I like them myself. Commander Class Ultra Magnus. This looks cool. It honestly looks really cool.
This was like really what started getting me into Commander class. It's like I really want to get at least one Commander class. So far, to me, the Commander class I kind of want to get is the Magmatron, even though that's Legacy.
Oh, I have Magmatron. Magmatron is awesome. My only complaint is that the sword's made out of plastic, so it kind of bends to the side very easily. But besides that, everything about him is fantastic. He comes with blast effects too, which makes it even better.
I think my next paycheck, I might actually try to buy him.
Oh, good luck. I found mine in GameStop.
Well, I mean, they're at least $100 on eBay. If I can just get like the cheapest one, that would be fine with me.
But yeah, oh yeah, this is about Ultra Magnus. Oops, I forgot. S tier. S tier.
S tier.
I just love that vehicle mode. I always been a sucker for like the big, car carriage thingy.
We miss Ratchet, the original Ratchet. You can go right next to Ironhide. They're the same mold.
Yeah, I guess. And by extension, Ratchet dying can also go right next to Ironhide dying. Which is probably gonna be D tier for me. I just don't like dying thingies. And I just put Brawn there if I took him out. Actually, I put Brawn in E tier. Yeah, just to piss off the Brawn fans. Which there are none, so I'm safe. Okay, so we have actual Brawn. I don't have this guy.
Me neither. Some of these 86 figures I've been actually tempted to get, because like they look really good. But do I actually them is the question.
I'll put him in C tier, I just don't care enough about him. Next up we have 86 Blaster. Is this a remold of Legacy Soundwave or Netflix Soundwave? I don't know.
I think Blaster was just a brand new mold from the start of Legacy. They repainted him and actually have corrected finally the clear plastic that was originally on Eject.
I guess I just put him in low A tier. I just don't know much about him.
And next up, we have the Bumblebee that everyone's raving about, 86.
Yeah,
and
I love that vehicle mode. It looks cute. I like it.
I think, yeah, this is gonna go high A tier for me for Bumblebee.
Yeah, look, it's funny how there's so many Bumblebees at the bottom and there's so few at the top.
It's like these ones are destined for greatness. The other ones can just go.
Springer. I think this is a slight remold / recolor of the Legacy Springer, or the Siege Springer.
That's what it is, and includes whatever the hell that hammer is, because that was not in the movie at all.
God, it's literally like Rhinox's hammer, but smaller.
That's even worse. I'm below B tier for that.
Look, I actually really like Legacy. I have the Wrecker Springer. I like that version a lot. But this
one. Go on.
But this Springer, in all honesty, like, yeah, it's animation accurate, he looks cooler, but like, I don't think that justifies the higher price tag. It feels like they gave him a lot of accessories to just like get people to buy him. I'm gonna give him like high B tier. Like, I like the mold a lot. I love that it's the triple changing Springer. especially the record one from Legacy, but the higher price tag brings this one down quite a bit for me. Human Spike, E tier. This is Transformers, not Human Formers.
Actually, no. Let's put him next to the other human in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he can go to Brooklyn. Go back to Brooklyn. Ratchet.
Core class Ratchet and Arhide, they're the same as that mold.
Oh, these are core class? I didn't even realize that. Oh, I guess D tier.
Core class. Let's put these all in just like DC and whatnot. Oh, and then we also have Wheelie. We have an actual Wheelie, the actual transforming Wheelie because the Grimlock did not have transforming Wheelie.
Okay, so this is a B tier for me, because like it's actually a core class that matches up to the sizes of everyone else, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and then we also have Frenzy and Rumble.
I don't have them, so I don't know.
I don't know them either.
You know what? You know what? Mid B tier, right next to Freezer and Novocaine.
And then also we have the final core class ever, Steeljaw, the G1 Steeljaw.
I actually like him, and I will get him if I had Blaster, I would get him, but since I don't have Blaster, I just don't have a need for this guy. So this is a skip for me. I'm gonna put him in low B tier, right next to, like just below Mohawk.
So that just leaves the final one, and also happy belated birthday to Peter Cullen. I'm gonna say this is dethroning Megatron in S tier.
I don't know if I would go that far, because it's animation accurate, I get that. I see people complain about the backpack, I get that quite a lot. I just want it so he can pose better with my Rodimus, because my Rodimus is commander class and this is commander class but a little larger. So I just want him for that, and I want the larger trailer. So yeah, that's the primarily the reason why I'm getting him. And I like the blast effects too, so I'm getting him for that too. I'm gonna put him below Megatron, S tier.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll put him below Megatron.
Because, like, no offense, he has a bit of junk in his trunk, and I don't like that.
115 double punch.
It's basically just a recolor of Scorponok, but ironically enough, it looks more movie accurate.
That's honestly, I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it above Scorponok just for that. Even though, did we put Scorponok in S tier last time?
I don't remember, but it was around there.
Yeah, he was S tier.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna rank him above Scorponok, because it's just the same thing, just with a slightly with a recolor. But I think it looks better, and it's more movie accurate.
Yeah, and I also like the tint of green that they also use on it.
I wonder if this means, retroactively speaking, all the Scorponoks you see in the final battle are just double punch. Alright, next up is the Volkswagen Bumblebee. This just recently got revealed. I like it. I like it a lot, honestly. It's way better than the original.
Oh, definitely. And it can even fold down the wings just like the movie. So, that's a win for me, too.
I've seen people complain that he doesn't, like, get the wings all the way down, but honestly, I don't care. I think this is completely fine. And the vehicle mode looks perfect, as always.
Yeah, I'm really tempted on getting this, like, in a few months. Like, this is genuinely a good Beetle Bumblebee that we've been waiting for.
I'm gonna give it an A tier for me. A tier, yeah.
Same, A tier.
Finally, the Bumblebees have broken the curse.
In Voyager class, Scrapper, and then we got Deluxe class Bone Crusher.
I'll be honest,
Scrapper's
the Constructicals all look the same to me, but these ones at least look kinda cool.
Yeah, they look a lot better than the Combiner Wars version, which I think that is the point of the 86 Devastator, is that it's a much better version of the Combiner Wars.
Totally. I still don't care enough about the G1 Constructicons, so these are probably skips for me. But overall, I think they look pretty decent. I think I'll give Hook a B, and I'll give Scrapper an A. Yeah.
You mean Bone Crusher a B and Scrapper an A?
Whatever. You know, they all look the same to me.
Then we have, well, Gamer Edition Skywarp. Which
no,
is
you're not saying it right. You're supposed to say Gamer Edition Skywarp. And you already know how I feel about the mighty cockpit over here. Goes down in C.
However, I do like the fact that he does include a new weapon instead of the same exact weapon as Starscream.
I mean, that's very true, but look at the way he holds it. I'm gonna nitpick, but when they hold it in the game, they don't hold it like that, and that really pisses me off.
Well, here's the thing, though. Remember, they always they have that slot thing in the like they had that slot. So I'm guessing Hasbro just was too lazy to actually put it on there.
Still, that's a horrible way to market this figure. Who marketed this? The guy who marketed Transformers 1? Studio Series Elite of 1 from Transformers 1. I think it looks kind of neat, actually.
I'm gonna put her honestly in A for now, or high B, one of the two.
I feel like I need to see more of her first before making final judgment. Like, the Byakumo looks cool, but in terms of the figure itself, she looks a little bland, a little too skinny. Now, granted, that's how she looks like in TF1, and I still think that the Elite 1 TF1 design is probably the weakest out of all of them, out of the main crew. That's why I'm not super hyped for her. The vehicle mode is probably the only reason I'll get this for.
It looks like a retooled version of the Bumblebee movie RC, but also different at the same time.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. It's probably not, and we're probably just like being sexist.
We're just
yeah. I think she's okay. I just don't think she's gonna be great. So I'm gonna give her a low B tier.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
All right.
And next up we have Sentinel Prime
from Transformers 1. Yeah, I think this is gonna be an S tier type of figure. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. I also like the fact that they include the arm cannon thing, and I think you can even slot Megatron's hand in there. More movie accuracy for the win.
You probably can. I do like that they added the shield that only appears on screen for like literally less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, like the other day, I finally found out where the hell that scene was, and it turns out it's a blink and you miss it during the quick 1v1 between Sentinel and Megatron before the recording goes up.
Yeah, that might also even be Nexus Prime's shield. In my latest video, I talked about it.
Yeah, by the way, I love that video. I really liked how you debunked that entire thing.
Thanks, man. Go check it out and give me $1 bazillion in the comments down below. But yeah, this also gives us a Sentinel Prime's canonical vehicle mode, and I really love it. I love it when Studio Series just canonizes stuff.
It's just a very complex version of the mainline figure alt mode. That's literally what it is.
And I love that it has a super mode. It's been a while since we had a super mode in the Transformers movies in general.
Yeah, because the last time we had it was, what, Dark of the Moon?
Yeah, Dark of the Moon, Jetwing Optimus. Alright, next up, we got Studio Series 86, Galvatron.
To be fair, though, I like these colors on Galvatron. They're a lot better, because even the gun doesn't look clear plastic. Like, it actually looks really good. Other than that, they changed nothing. They didn't change the head, they didn't change the other things that come with him. I mean, still, why does he come with those two dinky-ass guns that were never in the movie?
I like them.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I have the Kingdom Galvatron, and I also have Straxus. Yes, I got it between editing recording sections for the viewer who's watching this from the future. Yeah, that's complicated, but yeah, I really love this mold. It's a great mold. If you don't have it, I think you should get this. But for the people who have this mold already, it's like, it's annoying seeing another Galvatron out there. Even if it's animation color accurate, it's still annoying, because like, we have Kingdom Galvatron, then we have Legacy Galvatron, then G2 Galvatron, then Straxus, and then whatever other new molds / recolors they're doing.
I'm just gonna put it in high C tier just because of the colors. If it wasn't because of the colors, it'd be low C tier or even D.
I feel like I'm gonna have to give this a high B tier. The mold itself is genuinely really good, and the colors themselves are also really good. But the problem is, I'm a bit sick of it, so that's why I won't give it an A.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna change it to B. I haven't had this mold in a while, so I've yet to actually get it again. I'm thinking just getting the 86 one because those colors look actually really good for once. Here we go with this joke.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about him. Bumblebee's probably my least favorite character in Transformers 1. I don't hate him, but they place him for comedies way too much.
I at least like the fact that they keep him quiet or at least serious during serious moments. So that's good at least.
That's good, but still. Like, he's probably my least favorite part. I do like the amount of accessories it comes with, like the bee stinger, the gun, the other gun.
The knife hands.
Yeah, knife hands. I think it's a cool enough figure. The vehicle mode is cool, very, you know, Bumblebee movie-esque. I just don't love it, just because I didn't love Bumblebee in Transformers 1 that much. So I'm gonna give it a high C tier. No, actually a low B tier, because it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just like personally, I'm not attached.
Yeah, same. So I'm gonna put him in low B tier as well.
Studio Series Ape-Link, and oh my god, this was such a disappointment.
They could have done something so much better with the paint, but no, it's literally almost exactly the same paint. It's just a few retooling here or there, and then they gave this guy the mask instead of Optimus Primal. And then they pack in a before Unicron ate the planet's transwarp key. So why? Like, that's not really needed. We already got the other transwarp key from Primal. Like, this was really disappointing, and I'm mixed on it, to be honest.
This was a very meh figure. I mean, I see what they were trying to do, but by this point, I think I'm just better taking my Takara Optimus Prime and just get him the upgrade kit to turn him into a Blink. That will look 10 times better than this, and it will scale better too. And I don't know, like, I wasn't super against this when I first saw it, but the more and more I look at it, the more angry I'm getting. It's a good mold, but the fact that they went so lazy with it, like, kind of makes me angry. I'm gonna give it a low C tier.
I mean, I have Primal in like high A tier, so I'm gonna go maybe high C tier at least. You know, just like a whole grade down.
All right, you can do the next one now.
All right, next up we got Studio Series Q. We're finally getting a Q, ladies and gentlemen. It's about time we finished the Dark of the Moon Autobots.
Yeah, I was surprised it took us this long to get a Q. I was low thinking that we're just gonna retool Joel into making Q or something lazy like that, give him the crankcase treatment, but they didn't. I'm actually pretty surprised about that.
Yeah, and he's even got some weapons, and there's even a blink and you'll miss it weapon on him that is actually in the figure and also in the movie, so didn't expect that. I think he's also got the grapple gloves, or one of the two.
I think he has them attached to his waist. Like, I can see a few other, like, mini accessories, but
Yeah, it's like he's actually, you know, well packed.
I don't know if this is an improvement over the Dark of the Moon, you know, figure we got way back when. I kind of wish he came with, like, the weird cape he had in the back, giving the Dark of the Moon Megatron treatment, but I guess not. I guess that was too much, which I can kind of understand.
We don't want a repeat of Crosshairs.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. That's actually probably why they did it. It's cool. I've never been a big fan of Wheeljack Einstein. Then again, it's an improvement over Pablo, so I might end up picking this one up.
For now, since we just only have this blurry picture to look at for now, I'm gonna go with high B tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with mid B tier as well. Alright, next up we got Studio Series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, and the fact that it took us this long to get this figure is baffling to me.
And it seems like it's taking cues from like the Voyager class from 2017, except it's making it a whole lot better. Like, it's even got ankle pivots, it's got wrist swivels, like it's got a lot more to it now.
And oh my god, they got rid of the chrome. Thank god.
I also like how they, even though it looks a little bit too buff, I do like how they're trying their best to make it more accurate in the robot mode to the screen model, where there's not a lot of vehicle kibble.
Yeah, also the sword is surprisingly large. Like, I'm not used to us getting such large accessories for Studio Series, because typically, I don't know if you noticed this, but when they do Studio Series toys, they kind of shrink some things, like Dino's blades, like those are way more than what they should be. That's something that bothers me about that figure. But the blade here is gigantic, it's almost as big as the figure.
Yeah, and I'm also really hoping that he scales well with the Studio Series Galvatron, because that figure came out like almost over a year or so ago. So seeing this figure come out, I'm like, how are those two gonna scale up? Because they did fight in the movie.
And Galvatron's slightly taller, so that's gonna be interesting. My biggest complaint with this is that it has too much blue. I sound like IGN now, too much water. It doesn't have enough red, but from what I hear, it's just the rendering. We actually see the figure, he's gonna have more red in him. But then again, that's also not the figure's fault, because Age of Extinction Optimus Prime is also very blue in general, which is one of my complaints with that, you know, version of the character. I'm gonna give it a strong, I'm gonna give it an A tier. I like it. I know that's gonna be a controversial take, but I think this looks really neat.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A tier as well.
Alright, next up, you wanna do the last Gamer Edition?
Yep, this is the Gamer Edition Ironhide, and not gonna lie, I'm actually liking a retooling on this.
That's the shotgun, right? Like, I see people tell me, like, that's the sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's the EMP shotgun.
Okay, good. I thought I was losing my mind for a second, because people were trying to...
No, like, I even have the guide with me right now, and I'm looking at the weapon, I'm like, yeah, that's it right there.
I think everything we said about Gamer Edition Ratchet applies to Gamer Edition Ironhide. I feel like the shoulder should have been a tad bit bigger, but it doesn't completely bother me. I think it's fine. It looks like a great figure. I'm gonna give it a strong A tier. Definitely, very solid.
I'm gonna put it right next to Ratchet because I just know he's gonna be good.
Alright, so to end the whole video, we got Studio Series 86 Devastator.
Oh my, this thing. I'm not one for 86, but I actually kind of want this. Like, this actually looks really good. And even scales well with Commander Class Optimus.
Like, I never been a big fan of the Constructicons. I think I made it very clear throughout this whole video, but it literally looks like it came out straight out of the show. I think it beats the Combiner Wars one out of the water, which I think is the de facto best Devastator. People like to say it's the best one out there. I like it. Aside from the big price tag, which collecting all the Constructicons, like, I feel like this is great, honestly. I wouldn't mind having this, but actually,
yeah, I think the price tag as whole is I think the price tag is better compared to let's say the movie Devastator, the Blade Bayverse one. Yeah, it's 2 deluxe classes, and then there's 4 Voyager classes, 2 of which are gonna be packaged in a Commander class.
Alright. Yeah, cause
with extra accessories to build Devastator, because, well, 2 Voyagers isn't enough for the price, so you gotta tack on that extra accessories to make it count.
Yeah, because for like the Beavers ones, like those are almost exclusively all of them Voyager classes, and they cost a lot, and a few of them are leader classes.
Yeah, especially on the aftermarket now. Like, good God.
Yeah, hopefully we get a re-release for Beavers Constructicons soon.
I know you kind of want to get them.
Yeah, I need to get like freaking Dinosaur Man, because like I thought he was useless, like, and I never wanted him till they released all the other Constructicons, and then I wanted him, but that time he was gone. It's like the Raspberry Darkspark song. You never know what you got until it's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it an S tier, actually. I think this is a very well-deserved S tier.
Yeah, very well-deserved, and I think that's the best way to end the video, because that's it. That we actually got through it all.
Yeah, it only took 2 hours. I don't want to edit this. But yeah, this is my tier list. Let's see in comparison to yours. Well, overall, I feel like this time, unlike last time, the tier list was more balanced. Like, I mean, there's a decent amount in like the bottom tiers, like C and below, but there's way more in like, you know, the upper echelon, the upper tiers. So it looks like for the most part we got better quality figures than bad quality figures this time around.
Yeah, it's like for the most part our tastes have, I guess, like really changed this time around. Yeah, this was fun. This was real fun.
Oh yeah, for you, because you're not gonna be editing this one. I mean, I'm probably not gonna edit this. I'm not gonna edit this much, so it doesn't take forever. But I'm probably gonna spend my whole week just working on this.
It's also the fact that we don't have a third person this time around.
Oh my god! If you had a third person, it would be even longer.
I know, that's the thing. It's like, oh god, we're gonna rank all of these. Like, this is 191, by the way.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much our whole tier list. It was long, it was painful. I wanna drown myself after editing this. But if you guys have your own rankings, or if you guys even want to make your own tier list, I'm gonna put a link in the description down below to the tier list. So you guys can, like, you know, go and share it yourselves. Share your tier list with us in the Discord, in the Transformers toy section. That'd be fun. I'll post my tier list there for you guys to see as well, and so we can compare. And maybe you guys can convince me to put some figures higher or even some lower. I don't know. It all depends. But I bet very few people that were able to convince me, unless they pay me. But yeah, that's besides the point.
Thank you all for joining this wonderful ranking session. This is gonna be longer than the first one, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's already longer. Yeah.
The first one was only like 2 hours. So this one is automatically gonna be the longest video.
Yeah. Someone better super chat me in the comments down below to make this worth it.
Alright, thank you all for joining us on this very long adventure through ranking all Studio Series figures, including ones that we don't know anything about except just guesswork.
And they're fat, like Bumblebee.
Yeah, and then the ones that could just go die.
Which, funnily enough, are mostly Bumblebees. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, we'll probably end the video here. I guess we'll see you all next year when we do our inevitable follow-up to Studio Series. Or, I don't know, like, I don't think there's many Studio Series figures coming out next year. So, this video might take a bit, the next video.
Yeah, the next one. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And if you want us to see us rank every legacy figure, then $50 super chat right now.
Actually, that one I think is even longer.
Nah, it's about the same.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wait, we're just doing Legacy, or we're also doing War for Cybertron?
Yeah, we're doing legacy if we get paid, and I guess we can do War for Cybertron too.
Yeah, if we get paid. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Do that all annoying YouTube stuff that the algorithm likes so much.
Whoa, I didn't say you could steal my outro.
Alright, I'll do my own outro. Oh, actually, no, just you do your outro. It's fine.
No, you know what? It's already ruined. You do it. I'm out of here. Bye.
No! And we'll see you all in the next video.
Go on.
Stay safe, everyone.
No, you're doing it wrong. You can't even do an outro, guys. Like, stay safe, guys. And then we cut to black and then the patrons start playing. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our incredible sex tier patrons. Steve Martin, Primeburst 611, Inferno 65, Winslow Lopes Hightower, Scout, Crowley 666, Silverman, King Sparta, Super Sailor Formers Hedgehog, Xavier the God, Stage Productions, Scrub Lordo, and Predaking Hunter Plays. And an equally great shout out to our channel members, Shin Leviathan Dragon, TF Cypher, and Laser Sin. Thank you guys so much for donating, it's much appreciated. Link to my Patreon and channel membership will be in the description down below. Consider donating because you get a few perks and see some videos early, even collab with me in some cases, the list goes on. But anyways guys, thank you for your support, helps to keep the channel going, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe guys!